Getting ready for my surgery on Sunday, yo. Hell yeah.
Sunday, eh?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
What's happening?
What happening,
What's
dog?
happening?
Oh, we're ready, I think. Hold on, give me a second. I fucking
What's
fix this
up?
stream. Yo, what's up? I gotta go to the Insta and start my Insta stream. Hold on, go live. There you go. Yeah, I'm about to start it in a second. Give me literally 1 second. Oh, the Nicki Minaj skin. Yay, let's do that. Yeah. Oh, double Nicki Minaj's. Great. I think it's stuck. Battle Royale, no, Resurgence Squads. Kyrgyzstan, right? Oh, there is no Kyrgyzstan. We're doing Von Down.
$75 black check, 112.50. 5 on the side bet. Okay. 100. One card each here. Okay.
Okay, Bella, you're gonna have to go, man. Bella, go.
You're beautiful. Your boyfriend? No. I would love to meet you, bye. Okay, these are my friends, by the way. Good name. Reka. Reka? Yeah. You're absolutely phenomenal.
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil.
You're up fast, about to get evil, boys.
Enemy soldier incoming. Prep time's over, now you deploy to the war zone.
What are we doing? Market? Mall? What are we doing? Stadium? Yo, Kenny. You ready?
Yo.
Let's go, man. Turn off that fucking telephone.
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back faster. Marker drop.
Go to market, no?
No, let's go to the mall. Mall.
Alright.
Mall, right on the roof.
A lot of loot here.
Mall gets a lot of money fast.
Moving here. Heads on a swivel here. Moving. Cancel my last.
Nice and warmed up, ready to go.
You warmed up already, bro? Oh my god, you better be getting some
I've
fucking
been playing
kills
for
right now.
hours. Right?
Oh,
I've been dropping fucking 12, 14, 15 bombs all day.
that dog.
That
No
right
window.
Fucking gun is this?
Enough for loading.
Do we have
Somebody
enough
give me
loot?
their money so I can go get it. Yeah, it's 15,000.
Yeah, we do.
Money on the floor.
Where the money at?
I don't even think I want my load. Just drop it and then drop it further down, no? So that we can have it. I'm not gonna use it. Just in case we
Grab a
die.
UAV too.
Take it.
You got a loadout
I
drop
got people.
I'm
inbound.
doing a UAV.
I got targets right here in this building here.
Get another loadout. Or should I get a UAV?
This gun sucks.
I got a UAV. It don't matter.
So you got one?
If you get another loadout, throw it somewhere else. Don't throw it close to that one.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing it for a little more.
There's two teams fighting. We can third party them, I guess. Or not.
Let's go.
I got people on me.
Oh no, okay, go to pink, go to pink.
Yeah, but over here.
Right here, right here, right here, right here. Yeah.
Gas is inbound. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Remaining operators from that squad.
Got me.
Down. Your squad made it to the safe zone.
Another one over there.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Fuck, I don't know, I hit
On
that.
top of our roof. Oh, definitely on top of the roof.
Oh, this gun is ass. This gun is ass. I gotta get rid of that.
Loadout drop headed your way. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them.
I was just cheated for it. Good to have.
Fucking down them.
3 of them.
Down. Marking the rest of them. Squad mates redeploying. Well done. Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your
There's more, there's more, careful.
Get hunting.
Lied.
We've got reinforcements
Right.
inbound.
They right there on the mark.
Somebody running up?
You going up there?
Oh, right here. Fuck me, man. Fucked up. What I had.
Oh, put them down there. Fuck ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm landing on you, Kenny. Careful. Keep it clear.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Yeah, somebody running up. Somebody running. Right here. He's on the roof. There's two, Kenny. There's two.
Squad mates back on station. Good work.
Pick me up, pick me up. I'm dying, I'm bleeding out. Oh,
Somebody
good
else
job.
landed on him.
That's okay, Kenny got you. Kenny hit. They're coming up.
Located the rest of them.
Watch the roof.
Where's my fucking gun? Interceptor. Yo, anybody got sniper? Pick up sniper ammo. Drop sniper ammo for me, please.
I got sniper ammo in here.
Large caliber here.
They
were by my
boat out down there.
I just need some fucking.
You're losing ground. Move it.
I got a play box if anybody needs it.
No, I'm full on place. Thank you.
All right, your squad's in the safe zone.
Heard an alarm. Oh, that was team.
Yo, let's move closer to the middle, yeah? Here's sniper shots. Here's right here. There's a guy right here. He's right here.
With a bomb zone.
Oh, I got sniped. Yo, pick me up. Yo, he sniped me. There's a guy that landed right next to me too, so yo, careful. Yo, Kenny, come back, man.
Bomb zone.
There's two guys landed on me.
Hold on.
Oh, yo, I'm on the fuck. I'm bleeding out here, buddy. Oh, thank you, buddy. Fuck, man. I marked him. He's right on my corpse. He's right on my body. And then he's a fucking thing. Somebody killed him. I don't know if it's,
I don't see these motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna lie.
They're there. They're there. Watch where my body is, man. I'm gonna land on it. See, he's fighting him right here. He's in the building.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
How the fuck did he?
Fire sale active.
Right in here. He's gonna come out. Fucker.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Fuck, man. He's so low.
I killed one that dropped up here. Ooh, shit, they put precision on it.
He's on the first floor. He's not first floor.
Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
Oh, stay there. I'll pick you up.
Damn. Dude, how?
He's
Pushing
climbing.
this right now. What the fuck, bro? Like, I'm inside a building and everything. Far away from the shit.
Stay alive.
I didn't even know that motherfucker was coming.
Resurging. Go get
I
your
didn't hear it
revenge.
either.
Fire sales over. Adjusting prices. Gas is closing in. Your squad mates redeploying.
Yeah, you got my gun. That's a good ass gun, ain't it?
Enemy soldier incoming.
Man, I got that water. Right at loadout.
All
There's still
squad members
people
are
up
in
here.
the safe zone.
I'm coming to you, yellow. Oh, fuck. Damn. I don't move down under y'all building.
Kenny, why'd you split off from us, man? You fucking went fucked off somewhere on your own, man. What the fuck, bro?
Boom. Cause I'm fucking these guys up, that's why.
Yeah, okay.
Resurgence has closed. No more second chances.
Ah, you lucky boy.
Watch for movement.
Somebody in the water.
Ah, you so lucky, man. For that. You see that shit, Vlad? You like that shit, Vlad?
No.
I know you seen it.
Fuck me.
Oh, he's went up the stairs.
Alright, once everybody coming back alive, we gotta stay together. Got a guy on me right here.
Yeah, Kenny, why the fuck did you move?
He's still right there, bro.
Fuck, man.
Got gas moving in.
Yo, could you guys buy us out?
What about this now? I got you, come on.
I marked it all right. I mean, girl next to you. You got a gas mask, you can go in the gas together.
Yeah, it's not over until it's over. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, take my head.
Oh fuck no, that gas, that fucking buy station's across. You're gonna have to walk through the building.
Come on, Blue, where you at?
Blue went the other way. Yeah. Blue went to the
Oh, right
buy.
there next. Oh, yeah.
Kenny, land at the buy, man. Buy me out.
Bye. Is it good?
Oh, fucking
Bro,
no
it's not
check.
safe.
Is
Hey,
it?
we can buy you a
I almost died.
Oh, you're dying. Don't worry, the other guy will get you. Oh shit, you alive? Yo, go help him at the buy, You don't.
Bro, that guy needed a whole fucking clip. A whole 60 clip.
Before you die, buy, man. You have so much money.
Someone's at buy. There's one guy at buy.
Kill him. There's two. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Only 10 left.
Ha.
I fucked the stern up. I try to. Oh my goodness.
You peaked too slow, man. They were looking at you for like 2 seconds, literally.
Gas is moving.
Yeah, that was definitely. If you can kill them, it's hella money over there.
Yeah, no, don't press, stop. There's two buys you got. You got one on the roof and one on the side there, so. But stay alive, no, you don't have no money, just stay alive. These motherfuckers are
brought his
using it.
teammates back.
It's okay, there's 3 teams left. They gotta kill each other, you know? You can be the last one standing, you know, just last bullet. Oh, you're gonna have to, watch the gas. Go around.
You ain't got no mask. You ain't got no money, it don't even matter.
It's okay, man.
Gas is inbound.
Right through the building in front of you, right underneath it. Yeah, right through where the doors are. No, run forward.
Watch the
Right there.
watch the roof.
Don't
got
say I
him.
never gave you anything.
Did you down that motherfucker?
Only 4 remain. Finish the job. We're still standing. That
Good
victory's
try.
ours next time.
Dang, that was close.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yo, bro, fuck, I gotta go change my tires. I'll be back in like 30, 40 minutes.
Change your tires.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. All right,
Alright.
go change your tires. Yeah.
Alright, later.
Use this time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon. Deployment to the Warzone.
I want that bird ready in 3 mics to lay those quarters. There we are. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up, grab your chutes. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often. On the other side.
Battle Royale. You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch your guys. Got gas moving in.
fuck out of here. How many headshots do I have? Fucking stupid.
Gave it a solid try.
How much aim assist did these
Time to
motherfuckers
head back to
have?
base.
Never mind, he shot
It's
first.
a valiant effort.
Stupid.
Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.
No weapons, which ones are going? Why can't I unlock these?
Geometry, you know, handicap can score some points here with you guys. That's how low.
If you're scoring points, then why were you so frustrated last night, bro?
Because you drive me nuts talking about things you have no idea about.
Like me
I
telling you there's no
debunked
such.
your understanding of the video. You shared the video with me telling me I'm afraid to watch it. I told you it was one of the best videos I've seen in a long time on physics. You just completely don't understand what the guy is talking about. And
You
you
know, it's
admitted
funny
it.
that. What? I didn't admit that I don't understand what he's talking about. If dark
You
matter
did.
doesn't.
I've
Do
quizzed
you
you on
have
your
to
own
overspeak
video.
me every time? Do you have to overspeak every time to win a debate?
Yeah,
Is that how you win?
I'm not debating
Yeah,
you.
you can't govern yourself, bro. Listen, put yourself
I'm
on
not
mute.
debating.
It's my turn to talk. If dark matter doesn't exist, which in that video it's been debunked, then Einsteinian gravity is off by a lot. The math doesn't work for gravity at the galactic level. Sorry, that's the way it is. Sad but true. You're just going to have to deal with it, bro.
I'm not doing this again. You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna bite on this topic with you.
He's
Yeah,
the
let's
one that
take.
said
Leia,
it.
how about we take it back to common sense? So when you look out into space, why are all the planets globes?
This is common sense. So,
Yep.
how many assumptions
Check
do
your
you
weapons,
have in
check
this
your gear. We're
particular
holding for
scenario
deployment.
right now?
Zero.
Break it down, Swanger. Break down all your assumptions for us so we can pick them apart.
Okay, when you look out into space, other planets
Stop
globes,
right there.
right?
Stop. Right there. One. Space.
One.
Define space and its attributes. Go ahead.
Okay, when you look at the sun, it's a globe, right?
No, bro. I asked you to define space and all of its attributes.
When you
Enemy
look at
soldier
other planets,
incoming.
they're globes, right?
No. You said
No, they're not. I need to get your
We're in
answer.
space right now.
Shadow 01. Deployment
Broham,
has been
this
authorized.
is not difficult. Everybody
When we
relax.
look at other planets, they're globes, right?
Brother, we have to go step by step. You're making many assumptions. We have to take each one at a
Okay,
time.
what are my assumptions? Tell me.
You just said space. I want you to tell me what space is and describe its attributes.
Okay, dude, I'm not. No. I use a telescope, I look out
No,
there, I see
well
the
then,
planets are round.
if
All I
you're,
need is
no,
my
I'm
eyes.
sorry,
No
then you're just
assumptions.
gonna
Do not
beg the
talk over me. I'm
question and
answering.
affirm the
Do not talk over
consequence.
me. Listen,
No, you did
buddy.
not actually answer the question that I
Use
asked
your
you.
eyes.
So
Look out
I
there,
answered it.
whatever you want to
Excuse
call
me,
it.
all the assumptions that you make, I'm not going to go down this road with
Right,
you.
because you
You
can't
make
answer
too
it.
many assumptions. No, you made
There's
too
zero
many
assumptions.
assumptions, and
Zero
you won't
assumptions.
make any. You won't define your terms. You're going to
Zero
beg the question.
assumptions.
You're going to affirm the
I'm not.
consequent.
Okay, here
And
we
so
go.
we're not going to do this
This
anymore,
is what you
okay?
call
Now,
dodging,
if
dude.
you want to,
Dodge
no,
more.
it's not dodging.
Dodge
How would
more.
I dodge if I'm? Excuse me, friend. I'm asking you a question specifically about the claim that you made, point by point. I'm not dodging anything. I'm digging down into your claim. If you don't want to actually go ahead and do that, you're being dishonest and you are dodging.
When you use your
You guys
eyes.
are
So let's use our eyes and let's look at the
no.
planet.
We're gonna
What
go
shape are
one
they?
at a
What shape are
time.
the planets?
Excuse me,
Okay,
son.
let's start here. Use your
Friend,
eyes. What shape are
relax.
the planets?
No,
Tell me.
just take your claim, dude. Like, don't freak
That's
out.
what I thought.
Relax.
You're
Dude, just calm down. It's
Here we go. Here we
okay.
go. Here we go. Stop, everybody. Stop, dude. You're gonna start from the beginning. Say one sentence and stop. Go.
When we look out in space, what shape are the planets?
So space. I want you to tell me what space is and describe its attributes.
I just want to know, he malformed that question the first few times
He's
by
answering a question with a question.
planets, but then he called them planets instead of other planets. So that was an improvement. Thanks.
That is an improvement. Yeah.
Still waiting for an answer.
Yeah, you were
I'm asking you to
question.
describe space and what its attributes are.
That's a question with a question.
Yeah, answer my question first.
Of course it is. No, excuse me. I'm tackling all the
It's fallacy,
assumptions
dude.
made.
It's fallacy.
Hold on a second, bro. I'm actually asking about the claim that he made. So let's dig down. Let's agree on terms. This is not difficult. I don't know why you guys don't want to actually talk about the things that you love so much. Space. What is space, and describe its attributes?
No, you're
please.
trying to make the argument about what you want it to be about. Ignore space. I won't use the word space.
you
Just
brought
use
it
your
up.
eyes. Ignore space. Let's start over.
Radwin just a
Let's
second
start over.
ago
Okay.
asked you to start over, and then you started
not
over,
willing,
and you
you're not
said when
willing to
you
meet
look
me
out
halfway.
into
That's the problem.
space. Then listen, if you can't actually have an actual conversation, we're not going to do this. You made one sentence. Radwin asked you to go ahead and slow down and do one sentence at a time, and you said, when we look out into space. Okay, space, great. What is space? Describe its attributes. Let's see if we agree on its terms. Oh, now it doesn't matter, and yet you brought it up.
It's irrelevant.
So it's irrelevant, and you brought it up. So why did you bring up something so irrelevant?
Okay, I'll call it out there. When you look out there, what shape are the
Out
planets?
there where? Out there where? What planets?
Okay, you're just being negligent.
No,
Ignorant.
I'm not negligent. Now you don't even know what the words you're using aren't correct. You're all spirally and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. If anyone else wants to engage me, feel free, but I'm not talking to this guy.
Brother, why not? Oh, I know, because I'm asking you very specifically about the claims that you make, and you don't like that.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
If anyone else would like to answer the question, what shape are the planets? Go ahead.
Into the AO.
Circle.
Can you define planet?
From what I can observe, I see circular lights. Could be spherical, maybe not though. Maybe they're not even effect. Maybe they're some sort of effect. I don't know, but I can confirm circular at least. Is that okay? Don't know what it has to do with the ground though.
Green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
Kind of looking in the wrong direction, isn't it? The Earth is below you, the stuff in the sky obviously above you. So we're asking, what's the Earth? And then you immediately start pointing in the wrong direction. How's this going to help?
Okay, so you're saying when we look out at the other planets, they're spherical, right?
Wait, other planets. You've already presupposed your conclusion. That's the thing you mentioned. I don't know why you didn't.
When you look at the celestial bodies out there, what shape are they?
So we're just resetting now. Because I just answered that question. Why do I have to answer it again?
What shape are they?
He told you they're circles.
Okay, so if you're looking at something and it's a circle, How could that? Well, all right. Well, I'll give you that it's a circle, right? So you're saying the Earth is just a circle too? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I wouldn't say anything like that. That's why my next point was, what the hell does the stuff in the sky have to do with the Earth?
Everything.
What?
Okay. So when you look at a sphere, it appears to be a circle, right? That's because it's just, either way, we're in 3 dimensions. You know, anyone with common sense would know that's a sphere, okay? So when you look out there and there's spheres, what do you think that means the Earth is?
Wait, you just jumped to those spheres. Just because you see something that's circular doesn't mean it is spherical. Because a sphere might look circular doesn't mean that everything that looks circular is a sphere.
Well, anyone with common sense would know what we're looking at.
Why?
You are well off the reservation, my friend.
My sense tells me that the moon, for example, shows one face of itself. So to me, that doesn't seem spherical. I would expect to see, since it's supposed to be turning on its axis, and yes, I know your excuse, but I'd expect to see the other side. It's a sphere. I just see the one face. So maybe it's not even an object. I'm saying maybe they're just some sort of effect or something. I don't know.
Well, you see, yeah, now you're getting further and further from base reality there.
Fuck out of here.
How so? I'm getting further and further from what you assert to be reality.
It's no assertion. It's what you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm describing is what I see.
Right, which is a sphere.
Well, no, I don't necessarily see that. I said already that I see circular lights. Maybe they're spheres. Maybe something else is going on. Don't know.
So give me a reason to believe that the Earth is not a sphere.
Water rests horizontally.
Wars for the warriors.
If these things in the sky are balls, and the Earth is another thing, another celestial object like those, also a ball, then its surface must be covered with curved water, right?
Yes.
All right, so just show me that then. And then we can all go home.
You keep asking people to show you stuff, man. Just go outside and look around.
Well, I did, and I didn't see the curved water that goes along with your paradigm. So now what?
If you could go high enough up, you would see it.
Have you done that?
Yes, I have.
Liar.
Oh, really? How high did you go?
Bullshit. How high you been?
I mean, come on, if this is such a rock-solid claim, you don't have to lie to prove it, do you?
Yeah, come on, mister. I've seen the globe Earth just got to be high enough.
I astral project when I sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have to be here much longer now, do you? Astral projection? Really? Should we take you seriously now?
Yeah, you globers are quacks, dude.
Yeah, they fucking come up with anything. If it's now it's a globe because of astral projection. It's a globe because it's a simulation. That's why it looks flat. It's everything but flat, no matter what.
You were awfully quiet for a while there, Radwin. Welcome back.
So what? Yeah. You smoked DMT, astral projected, and therefore the Earth is a sphere, and the rest of us are delusional and stupid. Is that about it?
You want me to? Okay, maybe this will be a little bit easier for you to understand. Are you in the United States?
Nope.
Are you on?
Enemies are dropping into
Are you in the Western Hemisphere?
No, there are no hemispheres.
Oh, good. Oh, so where are you?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm on the Earth.
Yeah, whereabouts?
None of your business.
Okay, well then, if you don't want, okay.
I'm on top of the Earth.
Whew, close one.
If I look up into the sky, I see that the Earth is a...
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
This is what they teach kids in school. To prove that you live on a ball, look in the sky.
Look in the wrong direction. Imagine a bunch of
Work
things that
came
you
down. We are
imagine a bunch
free
of
to
things
go.
about the stuff you see
Gear
in the
up,
sky,
grab your
and then
shields,
conclude
move to the war
Earth's
zone. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
Yeah, I just need to see the current water. Because we started talking about astral projection. Probably doing drugs at the time, so is this what it comes down to? You glovers are just a bunch of spun out drug addicts,
Battle
and that's why you're hallucinating the world being a ball, or what?
Be advised, gas is closing in.
Can't believe you didn't want to talk to me about space. They love space. They astral project and they don't want to talk about space.
Locations are marked on your attack map.
Yeah, just forget about that. That's just a side note. We don't need to talk about that. Outer space.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Really?
Astral projection is not your own eyes. Are you mentally retarded?
Enemy soldier incoming.
There.
You'd think you'd have some serious proof if the world were really this ball, right? You wouldn't have to clown around like this and talk about astral projection. Why does it always devolve into a clown show? Is it because your globe is a joke? Well, it was pretty funny. I'll give you credit for that.
And there we have it.
Moving. Disregard.
Yeah.
The globe's a joke. There it is. Just a clown world.
Then we got this other seething maniac, Peter, in the chat for weeks. Give it to college to try to prove it after, what, 8 years of all of you
Fuck
guys
does he see
failing
me?
nonstop. I still prefer this other approach. You're just clowning around and talking about astral projecting because that's more true to what the globe is, but it's pretty cringe when they actually get serious and then they're seething for weeks and they actually think they're going to prove something. So sad.
Have you guys ever had the reverse conversation where you've proved flatness? No, sorry, I cut you off, son.
No, we don't talk about the flatness too much because NASA says it's flat. Then everybody who charts the maps, they say it's flat. All the sailors, they say it's flat. We don't want to interrupt them because everybody's using the Earth as flat. So us would talk. I mean, we would just be white noise if we talked about it.
Hey Heretic, have another look at my stream. I made that triangle even bigger for you so you can't unsee it ever again.
So
This
it's
one
just
has
another.
223.
I'm just going to shut you up for the sake of your own religion because you're back to showing us 3D cartoons and so forth. And that's not, as we've been saying over and over again, what we're asking you to show. So you just need a timeout, little buddy, because you're hurting yourself right now.
Was that Dad?
Yeah.
Who was talking about the degree of flatness?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Daz.
Yeah, Daz. We talked about. We never talked about that. You never heard about the different surveys about what's flatter, Pancake or Kansas?
Sorry, I dropped out for a second there. What was that?
You've never heard us talk about which is flatter, Kansas or a pancake?
Oh, I've seen some ad hoc information. I haven't seen any evidence. Like it doesn't rely on some non-proven underlying assumption. I know that they've talked about Kansas being its changes in elevation are very low. It's flat, but I haven't actually heard anyone measure it as having zero curvature. So yeah, be interesting to see some detail on what they actually were.
The topography in reference to a horizontal plane, right? Topography is flat Earth, like so.
Topography is reference to level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
flat.
horizontal plane.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay,
It's flatter than a pancake.
what would it take to prove to you that pancake is flat? Like how much
Yeah,
effort?
I'd like. I don't care about pancakes. I'd like to see some
Well, you care about flat, right?
evidence that level is flat, that level is a plane. That's what interests me.
Yeah, so let's start with what's flat, okay? How much effort would it take? Like how many citations? How many demonstrations would it take to demonstrate and prove to you that a pancake is flat?
Like I said, pancake is not the Earth. We're
We're talking
talking
about flat, but we're
Earth.
talking about flat though. So do you have a compare something? Let's find something that you will agree is flat. And then once you've got something that you
Piece
know
of plate
that
glass, float glass. That's pretty good. So you want to make glass? Yeah. Or an optical plate. You know, some machine shops have these where there's like a
okay, certainly we can do that.
a machine like piece of something.
Yeah, I got that. It's called specular
Be
reflection.
Yeah, wouldn't that be relying on the principles of liquid, statics, hydrostatics?
Yeah. So
Okay,
they're
here we
only
go. Right here. They call it specular reflection. If you look at this here, does this do you resonate with that?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's the flattest one?
But that's not about flatness. That's
Yeah,
about
it is about flat, right? Which one's flat? A, B, or C? Matte, gloss, or mirrored?
It depends. They're all flat in the back, right?
Okay, which one's the flattest? Like
On the
your
back, they're all
thing,
about
like
flat.
a flat, like
On average, they So we're not talking about deviations in the texture of the surface or anything like that. We're talking about the overall shape of the object. So is it
yeah? So
linear,
which one here
or is it
has the most flat?
The mirror looks like it's flat on both sides. The others look like they're flat on one side and bumped on the
Oh
other.
yeah, we're look at the spot we're looking at. It doesn't matter what's below, what goes down. We're talking about the surface. Okay, so just the surface. Underneath it could be anything. Underneath, it doesn't matter. So which surface is flat?
What's your definition of flat? Lacking curvature?
Yeah, your
Oh my
definition.
gosh.
We're talking about your thing. Let me help you.
Right? I'm asking you.
Okay, yeah, and I'm giving you an answer. Okay, but you gotta try it. Okay.
They're all equally flat.
Let's do it this way. Okay. Which one?
They're all equally flat.
The bottom part doesn't matter. The top part. You can
the top part, I reckon they're all equally flat on average.
They're all equal. They're exactly equal.
Yep.
Okay, so when you look at the matte finish, you see that as an equal light refraction as the gloss in the mirror.
No, the refraction's different. The reflection is different, but on average, it's about as flat as the other ones.
Okay, so why do you think light goes different?
Because the individual, each individual tiny bit of topography on that overall flat surface reflects light differently, right? So you get different reflections off the different shapes that are there, but on the whole, the surface is flat.
Okay, so which one's most flat?
Well, they're all equally flat, and someone here's put a useful note which will help us. So some of them are rougher than others, but on average, they're all about the same flatness. Some have different ranges of elevation and roughness, but they're all around about equally flat. You could draw a straight line across the top of any of those, and it would fit through the top of the shape pretty well.
Yeah, which one would it fit the most?
The one on the right, the one that is smooth. It's smooth and flat. The others are rough and flat.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're cooking.
Thank you, Exonut.
So which one here matches
Matches what? Sorry.
of the three? Matt,
Sorry, which matches?
Mir,
What
or
are we
Gloss?
Sorry, the lost you.
Okay, which one matches?
Matches a pure, perfect flat surface.
Yeah.
It's the smooth one.
Okay.
But the others are all still flat, but they are rough. Can you see your Exonuts post?
How about this one here? Which one is that, Matt?
I can't tell.
You can't tell.
No.
Okay, let me post it.
Because it looks very smooth, but I can't tell anything about the shape of the surface there. All I can see is a reflection.
Matt, Gloss, or Mir? Which one?
It's a mirror.
Okay.
Yep.
That was like pulling teeth to get him to say that. It's 10 minutes. I watched all the news from around the world already.
It's a mirror.
Yeah, so do you
you
get it now?
can't tell
Like,
anything
is this
about
what
the
you're
shape
asking
of it
for?
from that photo, right? You can't tell anything about the shape of that lake from the photo. All you can say is that it's very smooth.
Very flat.
And in particular, right, so we're trying to...
Well, that would be telling something about it, wouldn't it? You contradicted yourself one sentence to the next.
No, it's smooth.
Can't
The
tell
lake
anything.
is smooth. You
Tell
can't.
it's very smooth. So it sounds to me like you can't tell that there's any convexity. So what you really mean to say is that you can't tell that the lake is what you say it is.
Exactly.
This should be a one-on-one debate, by the way.
Flat. You can't say that it's curved from that photo. There is not enough information there to say whether it's flat or curved. All you can say is
There's
that it's
enough
smooth.
information to say it looks pretty flat. So
No,
is
there's
there
not.
any? It's not
You have
what it
to
looks
measure
like.
it. So it looks flat, but we have to measure it.
Why?
Right?
Why? Okay. Well, what do you
can
got?
say that
for
gravity
measurements?
looks like it works, but we. Yeah.
Well, as
Actually,
long
I
as
don't
we
want to
got
go
it
down
look like it's flat so far. You got that bit.
Yeah. So
Fucking
axiomatically
it's
flat.
20.
We're all gonna. Sorry, Jedi. Go ahead.
I was just saying it's 20 minutes of pulling fucking teeth, but we finally got it.
Yeah. So I mean, we agree. There's an axiom here. Looks pretty flat. All right. So any proof to the contrary of the axiom?
Is that an axiom? That's just an observation.
Yeah, self-evident. I mean, you're telling me yourself.
An axiom
Yeah,
is a
look
proof.
curved,
Is a
guys. Trying to run away from what's
self-evidential thing,
self-evident.
right?
It's a self-evidential thing, right? Yeah, water is horizontal when at rest. You're not telling me that. Hey, yeah, no,
thanks
it's
for the
clearly
follow.
self-evidently curved. You're saying the opposite, right? So what evidence is there against what all of us agree that we experience?
So what if I said to me it looks like that lake is curved at 1 degree to nautical mile? Yeah, because it's you cannot. You could if you had if I went out and built you a curve that was 8 inches per mile squared, and it was 100 meters long or 500 meters long. Do you think you see the curve?
Yeah,
No.
geometric correlation 0.2 miles from square root of observer height in feet. So I just look for that, no problem.
Why? Well, so why can't we do that with the lake?
Excuse me.
Like, you
I have
wouldn't be
to
able
make
tell.
a clarification here, Dazi. The Globers come in here and tell us that the Earth is not curved at 8 inches per mile squared. Is that your claim?
The curvature, that definition of curvature is based on the distance from a perpendicular. So if you draw a perpendicular line from, example, from the top of the sphere, and you measure the distance down to the sphere, I think
Perpendicular is
line,
only to a horizon or a horizontal or an adjacent surface. You can't have a perpendicular to a sphere. I'm sorry.
You can. You can.
Okay, go ahead and show that to me.
A radius line from a sphere
Perpendicular is in relation to a horizontal. Sorry.
No, perpendiculars are in relation to other lines.
And what are
lines
those other lines going to be
perpendicular.
doing? Are they going to be 90 or curved? Are they going to be straight
Yeah,
or curved?
perpendicular lines are at
So you
90
can have
degrees. That's
perpendicular to
perpendicular.
a curved surface. Go ahead and show that to me, please.
You can have perpendicular to tangent
Just
of a
show it.
curved surface.
No. Now you're off to tangents. You just told me something different. Why are you changing it?
I'm not telling you anything different. You were talking about perpendiculars. I was telling you what they were.
You said
You brought up the
perpendicular.
circle.
So is perpendicular a relationship from one? What is perpendicular? Define it for me.
Perpendicular is when two lines cross at a right angle.
Two lines, so two straight lines cross. Thank you. Welcome to
Yes.
Flat
Yep.
Earth.
So
Definitely
Wow,
couldn't
that
have
was
no
easy.
degree.
that's
You
pretty
definitely
good.
couldn't have.
I'm convinced I'm going to go and sell me GPS gear and
It's not that, mate.
yeah.
It's quite obvious that you can't have 90 degrees of perpendicular if one of the lines is curved. Now, can you? That'd be stupid, right?
No. So what do they do there, right? They talk about tangents. If you want to, you guys talk about real world applications, right? So what if you've got a machine shop and you want to build a cam or a or something like that,
Why don't
right?
you
And you
talk
need
about
to know the
something that we're not talking about? Let's talk about stuff that we're not talking about as far as the surface of the Earth. You just told me two lines
we're talking
intersect,
about
two straight
curves
lines.
and angles, right? Curves and angles.
Oh,
If you want to
curves
design
and
a
angles. You
cam,
can't have curves and angles. Are you going to take an angle from a
yes,
curved surface? Radwin, show them your picture, bro.
yes. So that's what I'm about to do, right? So using the machine shop analogy, we're building a cam, and we need to know.
Are we building the can? Or are we talking about the surface of Earth? What are you doing?
We're talking about tangents to curves and angles, right? So if you build a
Thank
cam,
you, Radwin. At 5:58. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and
Tell me the angle right there.
solve that for us.
So the angle to what? What angle are you asking?
So in the chat, Radwin wants you to get the angle at the curve and the line there that you told us you could get.
Angle
Get that angle for us.
Do you want the angle to a point on the circle? So you know that to make an angle, we need two lines, right? And if one of those lines is a curve, we need to
You just
choose a
told me
point
that
on
we
the
could
curve.
talk about angles to a curve. Get me the angle to the curve.
Whereabouts on the curve?
No, the curve.
Get me the angle to the
No,
curve.
well, that's it,
No
right?
more-
This is your
no more tangent
misunderstanding.
lines.
If you want to measure
No
the
more-
angle to a curve, you need to choose a point on the curve.
Yeah, you have to, because you can't measure that angle if that line's curved, can you? You have to do something else, don't you?
Correct. Calculus says you have to draw a tangent line in order to derive the curve, or the
Cool.
angle of a curve.
Awesome. So
that's
when we
right.
try to hold on, so when we try to measure this angle with a protractor, we can't, can we?
You mean like without drawing a tangent line type of thing?
Yes, without
There's a
drawing
USB
tangent
port
line,
on
can
the
you
back
measure
here,
an
and I
angle
have a
with one of the
USB on
lines
that
curved?
side.
That's what I've been saying. You need
It would
to have the
be
tangent
incredibly
line.
difficult, so probably not.
Thank you. That's all we've been trying to point out. We don't need an extra tangent line. We're not drawing tangent lines. We just want you to simply answer the question, can you measure this angle? Everybody knows, no, you can't.
Yeah, you can't. That's
It's
right.
always
Because
takes
you're not specifying an angle there. You're just specifying. You've got a circle and a line, so you measure the angle.
Can you measure the angle? It's
Like,
quite simple. Excuse me, you need to shush. It's quite simple. The question is, can you measure an angle if one of the lines is curved? The simple answer is no. Now we can move on to the next one. All right.
Well, you can't with the protractor. It's just going to be like a ballpark estimate. It's not going to be like an actual.
You can't measure it before.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me the estimate. I know what 5 answers are already.
Green light. You're going to
Yeah, it's basically going to be like 5 different answers. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Depends
not.
where you put the protractor, right? Which tangent you make.
on all threats.
So what is the problem with if we want to choose a point on that curve and measure those instead?
Well, you're not measuring the angle if you're asking. We're now doing something else.
Resurgence.
Or how did this start off with? Start off with perpendiculars to surface, didn't it? Is that right? Where we went down this track?
I don't know. You're talking about something that says perpendiculars.
Can you draw a line that's perpendicular to the surface of the circle? That's where we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you also agreed to draw a tangent.
You're gonna need a curve first.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location.
Yeah. So if you're drawing your circle and you've drawn a radius line through it, It's worth it.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if you
Mark
want
over
to
here.
measure the angle
curve.
of something
right.
relative to a point on a surface, you need to make a tangent. And you measure the
Correct.
angle
We've already
between the
established
tangent
that part.
and the other.
Correct.
Right.
We've established that.
Supply box
Okay.
is marked.
So a
Secure
line
those
perpendicular
locations.
to a surface to the surface of the sphere is a radius line, right? It comes out straight through the
You're
sphere.
back on station.
If you draw a tangent to the point that the line passes through, it's at right angles to the radius. So that's how you get a perpendicular line relative to the sphere.
No, those aren't right angles. I just go ahead and give me that angle then. That's the arrow's pointing to at 59.
No. You need the other line. I just told you the second line is the radius line. So you draw a line up from the center of the circle
So we
through the
can't do
point
that on
line.
Earth. So we can't do that on
No, we're not
Earth.
talking about Earth. We're just
We
talking
will
about
be in
geometry.
a second. Don't worry about it.
Well, wait till we get there. Sort the geometry out first.
You're not allowed to do that according to Peter. Not allowed to do that
What I'm
according to
doing
Peter.
is
about
I'm
the
just
geometry.
filling you- Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm filling you all up so you can tell us everything that you can't do. So when you get to the Earth part and you say this is how you do it, we just scroll the screen back up and say, nuh-uh, like that.
You're leading up to the Spiritard's argument, essentially. You're giving a little bit of an appetizer.
Wanting to go through things is what flat earthers want, according to Peter. So I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Why you want to
Supply
what?
box down. 2 remain.
Why you'd want to wanting to go through things, like go through a circle or a sphere. That's what flat earthers always want to go to.
Well, hold on. Don't deviate. Don't deviate. I think there was a question that's still outstanding that needs to be answered from there. Don't derail. The flat Earth.
Sorry.
They're not going to answer
okay.
the question.
The flat earthers? I'll answer. The question's been posed by them, though. I don't know why they have to answer their own question.
These guys are really mad and they're not thinking straight. They do this all day.
So we've agreed that Bradley's picture, right? If we drew a line from the radius through the point where the line touches the circle, we get a right angle between the two lines, two straight lines.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean, not necessarily? I think if you ask the
And also
Euclid
that's drawing another
guys,
line. No one's drawing another line.
Cancel my last.
Down 1 squad mate. We'll get you redeployed
No.
faster.
It doesn't matter if you want to draw it or not. I'm asking you the question about if you draw the radius line through that same point,
Squad's in the safe
will
zone.
it be perpendicular? And the answer is yes, always.
For sure.
Not sometimes,
want
not
Disregard
occasionally. The answer is always.
Perpendicular to what?
Here.
If you draw
The curve.
The sex the
You can't have a perpendicular to a curve, dummy.
Enemy.
You can if you want to with the tangent line.
Large caliber round.
Yeah, so that line is drawn in that circle that Redwood's put with the arrow.
It's not on a
That
circle.
line looks like
It's a tangent line. It's not through the circle.
No, cancel that.
it's a tangent line. Is it a tangent, did you say?
Here.
Yeah, I was asking for the angle to the curve, not the tangent lines from another straight line.
Yeah, we're telling you that you need to define the tangent point
No,
on
you
the
shouldn't
curve
stand
to
next
measure
to
an
me when
angle
you're
to it.
doing
That's
that.
what an angle to a
Beautiful.
curve is.
Spread a bit.
All right, my job is done. You guys can take it from here. He has now conceded.
Look at that.
There's another one further up.
flatness to prove the
Somebody posts, it was earlier this morning, Kim just scrolled to it, but it showed a little man standing on top of the earth measuring the angles. That's a better one because it actually shows you the angle that you're trying to measure to your curve. The angle to the curve, not the angle of the curve. It's to the point on the curve. But anyway, it's
Disregard. Got an enemy.
But what curve?
The basis of the
what
circle.
would you like? It's going to touch or what angle the lifter will be when it touches the curve. You need, it's the same thing. Right? You want your lifter to be perpendicular to the cam.
Yeah, you know where the center is on that. You're not going to fool these guys. I'm here now.
Oh, here he is. Oh, shit. Here's the final boss. level 99 flat earther.
Well,
maxed
if you
out
guys would
stats.
quit respawning, you wouldn't have to keep coming back and getting killed.
Down that motherfucker.
So let's talk about the meta of the globe earthers. Use as many LSDs as you possibly can. That's like their tactics available. Yeah, just say gravity and refraction, like you mean it.
Oh, Larry,
Well,
listen. Yeah, so
it depends on the day though. I like the little G some days and big G the others.
I have now anytime they say, why, if this is flat, how come you
Drop
see
the play
this?
box.
And I just say refraction, so they can't argue with me anymore.
That's weak. That's weak, bro. Why would you do that? I mean, it's fair. You know, you're not being dishonest because if they can do it, but it's weak.
Yeah, exactly. If they're going to do that, I have to be able to do that also. I just, I don't have to deal with it. I can just say
gravity, bro.
refraction, just refraction, and that's it. Then they go. Then it gets silent.
Yeah, because what are they going to do next? Argue against refraction like the Arthur editing experiment? So-called experiment?
members are in the safe zone.
That's how you make them argue against refraction. You make them argue for the dome by talking about... Go ahead, bro.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I don't think we ever got a question to what the definition of flatness was at the beginning of this. We ended up talking about paint on surfaces, and then this came into a sphere came up. So, yeah. Still don't know what flat is, but anyway.
You don't know what flat is? How long you been speaking English?
Stay alive so your squad
I
can
don't know what it is, but you guys can't tell me.
Flat is horizontal.
Is it a planar surface?
No, perhaps not horizontal, whoever said that. My walls is that vertical. Take that back.
Horizontal is flat.
They're not perfectly flat microscopically, but it's just a vague description of a surface.
Yeah,
right?
so
Even though it might have topography, it's just a
on
description.
average. Yeah, so on average the surfaces are plane. So going back to Crit's specular reflection images with different roughnesses, those were all flat, even though they had a bit of topography that made them different textures and different reflective characteristics. So flat on average is a plane. I think we can agree on that, right?
Yes.
But we're not talking about like the smoothness of an edge. Right?
No, you're talking about
Visual on the enemy.
flatness.
Surrounded.
Yeah, planar.
Right. If it's not curving anywhere, then what is it? It's flat.
How would you measure flatness as big as the lake?
Well, what are you talking about? Like a half a mile lake or 20-mile lake?
We'll go 5 miles just to make it interesting.
And you measure the flatness of a state.
Don't even see why. Don't even see why we would, because we already agreed that it's axiomatic that water is flat at rest.
No, you can't do that. It's like saying, I can say axiomatically that gravity is a thing and it works on Earth, right? Because it does appear to me to be functional and correct. You can't say that flatness of water is axiomatic.
No, it's not self-evident that the bending and warping of space-time causes anything to happen. So no, that's not an axiom. That would just be a baseless assertion.
Dark matter.
I don't need to believe in Einstein. I've got another gravity model that works perfectly well, right?
That's not
and it
axiomatic.
works.
We can't even agree what it is. It's not axiomatic. We can all agree, like you did. Yeah, that lake looks pretty flat. So I mean, sure, these guys can give you methods to actually measure it that way, but we don't have to justify
got one?
that.
Got one?
Yeah.
Got a method for me?
Yeah, so the point was we don't have to justify an axiom. You're making a claim, presume, against the axiom, right? The same thing that's self-evident to you, that the water's resting flat, right? So why don't you show us a measurement for that so that we can throw this axiom away? Isn't that how that should go? We don't have to justify axioms.
2 seconds.
We have to go out and measure, is it flat, like we all agree it self-evidently seems to be?
So, would you agree that water is static most of the time?
Unchanging.
Well, like on a typical day, like assuming there's no weather component or no like tides, right? Is water static most of the time?
Well, there's tides.
Yeah, we're negating that just for the sake of conversation. I mean, we agree there is, but is it most of the time static?
Well, if we ignore the ways it's not, then I guess so.
Correct. Okay, so we have to ignore obviously a lot. So, in that case, to your point, does it really matter if we measure water if it's static? Most of the time, unless if we're trying to measure for like tides or shit like that, rip currents. So I'm trying to make your point and really drive this home because apparently it's not getting through this guy's thin skull. So I'm just trying to, convey that it really doesn't matter.
Look at this GIF, right, Brendan? Look at this GIF, if you could, if you will.
I can't.
Oh, okay, bummer.
Why?
Yeah,
what am I missing?
Well, here, I'll message you, and you can look at it later.
Okay, that's fine.
Basically, what they would have to show is, like, when does this GIF, at what distance does it become false?
That GIF will never become false at any difference. You need three or four of those points popping out of your water level crit, and you need to show that they are not in a straight line.
What if the little tank was 500 miles away from the big tank? Would that work?
Within limits of friction and stuff, but you need 3 tanks crit. That's
There
what I'm
won't be
saying.
any.
You need
Don't
one
worry about
each end and one in the middle.
Don't worry
right?
about friction. It's water.
Yeah. Well, it has friction, all right. There's no doubt about that.
Wait, don't worry about friction. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's no friction over a lake, that 500-mile lake or anything.
No, if you've got,
fair. No, I get you. Yeah, sorry. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you've got your water level pipe like in your drawing there, if you want to do that across the surface of a lake, you need 3 spots. You need your pipe to pop up at 3 places, and you need to check that those 3 places are in a straight line.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go get a picture that a glober drew. This will blow your mind. You're going to love this. This might even convince the flat earthers to become globers. I'll be right back.
But while you wait, look at the link that I posted. While you guys wait. Sorry about that.
That is okay. Don't apologize.
Well, I don't know how you're going to sleep at night, so be careful when you drive tomorrow. You know why the scientists said damn flat? Because it would be rude if they said it was flat as fuck, right?
Flat as fuck?
Yeah, they couldn't quite write that in a, publishing, right? They couldn't do that. They couldn't publish flat as fuck, so they said damn flat.
The science community would be like, "Ooh, that's not appropriate. That's
Right.
foul
language." So they said damn flat.
I would still say flat as fuck. I don't care. Flat as fuck.
That's surveying flatness, right? So surveying flatness is deviation.
Yeah, didn't you guys say that? Didn't you guys say that surveying is basically how they prove that it's spherical?
So survey leveling and measuring deviations from level, right? That relies on some assumption about what level is. So this is not proof that that surface is without curvature. So a surveyor would tell you that the surface is without deviation from elevation. And level is actually not a plane.
Okay, level doesn't mean level, right? What are you going to say? Level means curved?
A level surface, it's important to use the word surface. A level surface is not a plane.
That was hot.
So level means curved then? Right?
Yes, actually, a level surface is curved.
So if your grandmother asks you to hang some pictures on the wall and you say, "Is this curved enough for you?" She's gonna put you in the loony bin, right?
No, that's a vertical surface. That's flat.
think she's going to put you in the loony bin if you say these
So what would
pictures are curved.
When I say it's curved with a radius of 3,600 miles or whatever it is. And so what's the difference in elevation or difference if you had a curve of that radius in your bedroom floor? What's the difference between one edge and the other going to be? It's like 1,000th of a millimeter or something.
Did I hear you say levels are curved?
Level surfaces are curved, yes.
You have to post
All
this.
right. I don't know what else. I'm going to go back. I posted your water tubes that don't line up.
Right. So when we say, flat, like topography, this is a good example. That's Kansas.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
right. We're ignoring topography. Yeah. And
Right,
I just
where's
saw your
the
picture
curve at?
there.
Where's the curve?
So what do you mean, where's the curve? So I'm just looking at Radwin's picture that he's put in there.
Okay, you're talking to someone else. Go ahead.
Where he's got
The sky.
got a level line with four points on it, and plumb lines, and he's showing that there is a curvature there, which is I would agree with that. That's what I would say represents the truth. Plumb lines all perpendicular at each point to the surface, and the line running through the tops of all of the levels is not a straight line. That's my understanding of what we would do if we conducted this experiment over a 5-mile distance.
Are you talking to somebody? Because I don't hear anybody.
Yeah, just talking about Radwin's picture that he posted when we're talking about. He posted an image of.
Are you saying
I'm just twiddling my thumbs at this point.
So if I removed B and C from that whole drawing and I just connected A to D, that would be a straight line, right? That would be a
That's
level,
right.
right? Those would be level.
No, it's a straight line.
Right?
It's a straight line.
We're using a water level, right? So I'm going to
Yeah.
remove B and C from it and just going to call D B now. So between A and D, those would be a level. Those 2 points would be level to each other, right?
No, they wouldn't actually.
What?
So, yeah, they're at the same elevation.
You're hurting my head, dude.
So this is the thing, right? And this is because what we're trying to do here is differentiate the globe view from the flat Earth view. If you're a flat earther, then all plumb lines are perpendicular. A straight line between any 2 points on a water level is level and perpendicular to plumb all the way. What that drawing that Radwin has is implying that looks like a globe model drawing, a globe model prediction, that you have perpendicular to the surface for plumb, and that the level of the water level is equal elevation, not a plane. So that's actually a good test, right? If we were to construct one of those 5-mile long multi-point water level, come up with an agreed way to determine if the points were in a straight line, other than saying axiomatically that it is, because that's not a proof, right? You can only have an axiom.
Yeah. All right. At what point does those points not become level to each other? Right away, at 1 mile, or at 5 miles?
It's right away. If you've got more than 2, right away, provided they're not in a circle, right away those points will not be in a straight line. But you need to go
What's the point of
a
using
few
water
miles to be
levels?
able to measure it.
What's the point of using water levels then for construction?
So construction's small, right? Say you want to do a level that's 50.
That's different.
Say you want to do a level that's 50 meters long, right? You use this technique. If you were to put 3 in a row, the variation between the 3 would be a fraction of a millimeter. Beyond the tolerance of whatever it is that you're going to be building.
If I have a big giant square building, and on the front of the building I have a sign that's 8 foot off the ground, and I want to make sure that the sign that's on the back of the building is exactly the same height, you know what I could do?
Yeah, you could run a level. It'd be fine.
Yeah,
Because
water
that's
level, a
elevation.
water level around the building, and wherever that line meets, I can put the next sign. I can do that everywhere. They'll be exactly the same height.
Yep, they'll be exactly the same height. That's
But you
right, same
said
elevation.
immediately it curves away from you, so it's not true.
Immediately at us, but the curvature is small, right? So you'd have to have a building 5 miles wide to be
What
able
curvature?
to measure.
No, 1 mile, 8 inches. Come on.
Oh, well, that's enough. Yeah, 8 inches. Yeah, fine. We can do it over a mile. That's so. If you built a building that was perfectly straight over a mile, you would be able to measure a deviation in the height between the ends here. So if both ends were if you ran your water level end to end of the mile long building, the water levels would be set up. If you put one in the middle, it'd be 4 inches higher than the one on the ends.
So different elevation.
We can
No,
neglect
it's the same
elevation for this.
elevation. It's the same. So this is the thing, right? You're trying to.
You just said a different height at the same elevation. How do you have a different height at the same elevation?
Because elevation is the distance from the center of the curved Earth, right?
No.
So that's what we're trying to show here, right? What's the difference?
From sea level,
You can laugh.
dummy.
Yeah. So sea level
From
curves with the
zero.
Earth. That's the model, right? That's what we're discussing. But going back to your 4 water levels, how would we prove those 4 points in a straight line? What would you do other than just saying that they are? Because that is not a proof, right? Because when we look at them,
We could add
they
1,000
don't appear to
points
be in
in
a straight
between.
line.
We could add 1,000 points in between and put 8-foot levels on them all the way down, and then you'll see that they're always straight, just straight and level, and shoot a laser next to it to make sure our levels are straight.
Cool. So we can shoot a laser. So if we shot a laser from end to end, would we expect it to go through all of the ones in the middle?
Yep. No, we would expect it to be on top of them. If we put it right at the top, it would just go across all of them at the top.
Yeah, right across the top. Yeah, so it'd slice through the top of all of the levels exactly the same place.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
No 4-inch hump in the middle.
Cool. So that's excellent. So we have a definition, and even a potential experiment now that we could run to compare the curved Earth hypothesis to flat Earth hypothesis. We've got our 4 water level points across a 1 mile distance. We'd expect to be able to measure if the Earth is flat, the laser should go bang, bang, bang through the top of all of them. If the Earth is curved, we should get a specific amount of deviation of the laser along the path. That's a good starting point for a test. There's lots of variables we need to control.
Yeah, if the Earth is curved for you, in the middle, the laser has to be 4-inch lower for yours to work.
Yep. That's right.
What about over 20 miles?
Over 20 miles, it's going to be proportionally bigger. So, but over 20 miles, we're going to have to get up high, because over 20 miles, we'll actually get the laser blocked in the middle, right? So we're going to need to run our water levels at 20 miles, 20 meters probably. We need to be 20 meters above any obstruction. Along the way.
Unfortunately for you, we already have this being done at 20 miles at 2 meters off the ground at each side, and it's just a clear line.
Is that the FE core experiment, that big PowerPoint that sometimes gets circulated?
Yep, one of them.
Yep. Yeah, so you can't measure flatness with 2 points.
They
You
did it
need
with
3 points at least to determine whether or not a line is flat.
They did it with 3 points. 4 points.
I haven't seen that one. I'd be cool. I'd like to see that one if you can put a reference to it.
Actually.
And I'm assuming this experiment was done with the same amount of rigor that we expect from modern science. That there are no unknowns. Every variable was perfectly accounted for. It was repeated. It was measured.
They didn't use oil lamp
In sigma
laser.
accuracy, right?
I feel like I feel like though with what you're saying, you're kind of presenting a bias against the flat earthers, because you're saying like, oh, it has to be like You know, it's got to be.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. There is a bias.
It seemed you didn't put that
Yeah.
same discrimination on yours. You just said mine is perfect and
No,
well
no,
yours
yeah,
has to
no. I'm happy to put exactly the same discrimination. The test we just described, the 4 water levels, and a laser, that is equally able to distinguish between flatness and curvature. We've got to deal with refraction, but we can manage that.
Yeah, it's just a lie, though. You're not applying the same rigor. Brennan is the most base glober here, by far.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm also a meteorologist too, so I'm definitely a globetrot.
What's a meteorologist?
Yeah. Well,
Weather.
we can improve the
weather,
experiment,
I
right?
can be wrong 90% of the time and get paid. It's pretty based.
Statistician,
Nice,
right?
Barry.
It's just statistics.
Let me ask you this: in your world model, is water flat?
For meteorology?
Water's level.
No, just for is water flat? Like on Earth, is it flat?
No. Well, technically not, but like, I mean,
it is, but it isn't.
But it is, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking argue that. It's kind of semantical if I made an
So
argument
what
about
you're
that.
saying, is, from your perspective, the water appears flat, but that is simply because the scale of the thing that you're perceiving is actually making it seem that it's flat, but actually the scale of this thing is actually round.
Hey, Larry.
That's very interesting.
Larry, what scale is it?
What scale? What are you talking about?
I'm saying the size of the thing is so big that it
What?
appears
But what
to
are we
you.
talking? Are you saying the whole globe, water body, or what are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yes.
It's like
So
if you
is
were-
it
it's
okay?
like
Let
if you
me
were
answer.
to-
Let me answer your question then. So let me just answer your question in more detail. Is it okay? Is it technically flat? Technically not, right? Because water does ripple. I mean, I'm under the assumption that there is absolutely no force acting on the water whatsoever, right?
That's incorrect.
But I'm almost done.
Since you're a meteorologist, you're gonna love this.
All right, go for it. Stage is yours.
Yeah. So, what's pressing down on water?
Oh, my good
Gravity.
friend gravity.
Oh shit! I'm gonna say it's air pressing down on water.
Ooh, kinky. Okay.
Yeah. So if I put a glass of water in my vacuum,
those two things though aren't mutually
Hey, let him cook.
exclusive.
Whoa, hey, let him cook. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so if I put my glass of water in my vacuum chamber that's outside of my garage right now, and I pull the air pressure off the surface of the water, it turns into gas. It moves around and turns into gas and leaves the vacuum chamber. So that's what's pressing down on water. Or did I remove the gravity?
Well, that's
actually,
why,
you
that's
forgot.
why,
You
that's
forgot
why when
to.
you started. That's when you started this hypothetical. I just wanted to correct you because you said that is it gravity or air, and I wanted to say that those two things aren't mutually exclusive because under the globe model,
Gravity
it's
is
actually
air now?
gravity that is attracting
Stop
the mass of the
gaslighting.
air to
Gravity
actually
is air.
come
You
down.
interrupted
Right?
the meteorologist to say gravity is air. They're not mutually
No,
exclusive.
to say no.
Seriously?
To say that gravity acts on air, right? Air, the thing that makes air, the thing that
What
makes
the
air.
fuck? Somebody
the
mute
thing that
that
makes
guy and let
air-
the meteorologist
thing-
respond. Fuck.
Oh my god! All right, yeah. Let the echo chamber. You guys need to rub one out. That's fair.
He's a meteorologist, bro. He's a glober. What are you talking about?
I'm a globetrot. I'm one of you.
For fuck's sake, dude.
He's
All right.
listening.
So, what was your question?
He said that if it's gravity that's holding down water, what happens if you put water in a chamber and you evacuate as much gas particles as possible? The water is going to turn into a gas. So is it true that gravity is holding down water, or is it the air pressure like he said?
No, it's gravity.
Okay, can you put water in a chamber and manipulate gravity and turn it into a gas?
No, you can't. You can't really manipulate gravity.
Okay.
In this
So
experiment.
his claim is something that you can scientifically demonstrate, something that you can falsify, and that makes it science, empirical science, as a matter of fact, natural science. And you
Correct.
said that you can't demonstrate your claim, so it would be philosophy at best.
I would say, well, let me just add more to what I'm about to say. I would
Sure,
agree
go
with
ahead.
you. I would agree with you because while you could technically demonstrate gravity, what you cannot do is manipulate gravity.
That's what you need to do in the scientific method. You have to
That is
manipulate
correct.
the independent
Exactly.
variable.
So to answer your question, then no, you can't. No.
Right. So once again, we're dealing with philosophy that doesn't qualify as natural science.
Yes.
Wow, you're an honest dude.
So make sure you tell everybody in your group that air is pressing down on water, not gravity holds water to the ground.
Larry, I have a question for you if you're willing to entertain it.
Yeah, if these two are done having their conversation, sure.
So
I'm done.
I heard yesterday that you live in Texas. So it's dark in Texas right now. Why is it light in China?
Refraction.
What's that?
Refraction.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Refraction.
Well, yeah, you don't believe in refraction? Seriously?
Refraction is when it hits water. What do you mean?
You know there's water
Refraction
in the
denier?
atmosphere, right?
But but the sun is out there. What do you mean? How can, if the Earth was flat, how could it be dark on one side and light on the other?
Well, it's refracting down and hitting the ground and not making it all the way over here. Because you know when light passes through layers of medium that's denser, it causes it to bend down, right? So if it bends down and it hits the ground somewhere over the ocean, it's not going to be here, right? Refraction.
If it bends down.
Yeah, then it's not going to make it all the way over here.
This is your Glover claims on refraction. We're just using them for you.
I
Yeah, we're
don't
just
know.
using it on a flat surface.
That is giving me a headache because it doesn't make sense.
Well, think about it, okay? Say you got a really bright light up in the sky, right? Like the sun. And then you got a really huge, massive flat Earth that's like tens of thousands of miles, square miles, right?
Okay.
So the sun, it's outside of the atmosphere, or at least most of it, because we don't know exactly where it's at. So as it comes down to the Earth and starts heading towards Texas from, let's say, China, it's going to hit the atmosphere and start bending down. So as it gets closer to like Africa, it's going to bend down some more, and it's not going to hit Texas.
It doesn't. That doesn't make sense. There's going to be plenty
Yes,
of
it makes
light
perfect
moving through the atmosphere.
sense.
It would strike China as well as Texas.
It's not 109 times the size of the Earth. It's a lot smaller and a lot closer. Because you can't mix the models,
Well,
right?
I think what would help to clear up this discussion is, can you then? I think this would help to clear up his confusion. What happens when that flips? Right, when it's light in Texas and then it's dark in China. How does that
Refraction.
change affect refraction?
Refraction.
I just wanted to note
Well,
this
how
on the
does
record, right?
the flip happen? Is my question. How does that flip take
Just one
place?
sec. Twonga thinks light bending down in air doesn't make sense. Just for all you other globers there. Thanks.
Dude,
Yeah,
can you
so
stop
for all the other
gaslighting?
globers.
Thank you.
No, hold on. You just said it doesn't make sense that when light passes through denser mediums, it doesn't refract.
I
and
didn't
bend
say
down.
that. And when we get
Yeah,
to
you
the
said
point
it
of the
doesn't make
conversation,
sense.
when you say he said, she said, and you said, that's when you know the conversation is over.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Did you say it doesn't make sense?
No, I said when you explaining how when it hits the medium and it keeps bending down and then there's no light left for China, that doesn't make sense.
I said Texas. No light would be hitting Texas. Because it's not daytime in Texas right now. We were talking about the sun being over China right now, right? Correct? It's okay if you misspoke. It doesn't mean that I won the debate, bro. You'll be all right if you say, yeah, that's correct. I misspoke. I meant China. Unless you're afraid to admit that you were wrong to a flat earther because you want to save face or something. That would be weird if you did that. Oh, maybe he's having an emergency. Maybe he's like about to poo himself and he went to use the restroom. Let me know when he comes back.
Well, he
Okay.
heard
Actually, wait a minute.
he heard that
You
air was
brought the
pressing down on water and had a fucking heart attack.
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought up the bathroom, like taking a shit. Okay? Because, and I'm being serious here, when you take a shit, the poop moves in what direction? Up or down?
Yeah, this is the squatting dog fallacy. So, because when you see a dog outside pooping and you
Right.
see the poop go down, that automatically means that everything that anyone has ever said about gravity is automatically true. Wrong.
Well, when I suck it back in, it's going up.
Okay, but you're acting against gravity, dude.
Am I?
You are. That's why it's painful.
You're talking
No, I
about
mean you
you're
can.
talking about little
You
g.
can. Little
You're
G.
talking
I'm talking
about
about little G.
things falling.
Yeah.
Right. So
Little
what's the
G.
cause of that? What causes that?
The poop to fall, like to the
Yeah.
toilet.
It's not little g. That's just the
Well,
observation of it falling at 9.8 meters per second squared on
correct.
average.
So you are exerting a force to essentially the force of you taking a shit and clenching your asshole, right? That's force acting
That's
down.
taco shits. That's taco
shit.
shits, bro. We're talking about
Taco
we're talking about a
shits.
regular loaf, just pinching a loaf.
All right,
No
pinching a
force.
loaf. Then yeah, no force. Okay, then gravity is making it plop down. Because otherwise, if there was
Okay.
no
So
gravity,
it's
you
the
just fly right back in your
cause.
face.
Is it the cause and the effect, or is it just the cause?
It's the cause. It's both the cause and the effect.
Law of
Are there
identity
alarm bells
violation.
going off? That's not good.
Yeah,
Oh.
it can't be both, right? It can't be the cause and the effect, right? So when you're dealing with science, you have a cause in accordance with natural law. You have the effect. So the cause is the independent variable that which you manipulate during a experiment with natural science.
Like air?
The effect is the
I'm gonna
dependent
go with
variable, which is the naturally observed
2
phenomenon.
quesadillas, 1 chicken, 1 cheese.
Somebody's ordering online.
Oh,
You're supposed to order food offline,
Sorry?
bro.
you're gonna have to wait a
No, it's
second.
okay. You're good. I'm gonna do 2 quesadillas, 1 chicken, 1 cheese.
Are you eating
I think
Taco
we're
Bell,
about to get a
please,
live
bro?
experiment.
I'll just do
Please tell me.
nacho supreme with a water bottle.
Make sure you get
He's
super
ordering.
hot sauce so it goes right through you.
Yeah, you want to do a real good liver cleanse. Somebody mute that guy.
Done that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it can't be the cause and the effect. That was funny, though.
Anybody else want to play experiment today?
I just want to remember the name of the meteorologist. What was
That would
his
be
name?
me, Brendan, right here.
Brendan. I'm gonna remember
I was in
you,
the Taco
bro.
Bell drive-thru. I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything you said.
No, don't worry about that.
Word.
It's just way cooler that you agree with like natural science and you're not a science denier. You have no
Oh
idea
no,
how
I
many
believe in the
people.
scientific method. I believe in science or arguments like myself being scrutinized. That's what makes science amazing. So yeah, scrutinize away.
I see.
Yeah,
Listen, I see water laying flat. I think air is pressing it down. I'm going to put water in a vacuum chamber and remove the air. And when I do that, the water rumbles and turns into gas and leaves the vacuum chamber. So what happened?
Listen, I'm always going to
Sorry,
revert
Brendan,
back
you
to
go.
my. You know what? I'm always going to revert back to my old reliable little G. She always comes in clutch. Things like this. So little G is my answer.
But you did admit, right? And it was a really big admission, right? In other words, you got a lot of credit for me, a lot of street cred when you said that his philosophy actually equates to a scientific experiment that's falsifiable, and your philosophy doesn't
Is
quite meet that
philosophy.
requirement. Yeah.
Yeah, mine is just straight up philosophy. Yeah.
So you got brownie points with me on that one because
Well,
you
thank you.
understand the utility of the scientific method. It's not that you believe the scientific method, you understand the utility of falsification.
Correct.
And you're honest at the same time. So
Correct. And now I'm gonna eat a bunch of Taco Bell and test out my shitting experiment later. I'll let you know how
well,
it
I
goes.
guess if you do it like once every 6 months for a good flush, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But that's food like substances, bro. I probably wouldn't eat that every week.
Oh.
Just my opinion.
It's I mean, it cleans out the colon every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, it sure does.
Manufactotum seems to think if you remove the air from on top of the water, it turns into ice.
That's not true.
What? What the fuck?
That's
What
not
the
true.
fuck?
If you
Well,
put
what's
ice
the
into a vacuum
mechanism?
chamber, that'll sublimate and turn to gas. If you put water into a vacuum chamber, it'll bubble and turn to gas. If you put
Not
gas
all of
into a
it, though,
vacuum chamber,
necessarily.
it's no longer a vacuum chamber.
So if you put water in a vacuum chamber, it starts to boil. Does it heat up?
No, it bubbles.
Right. What happens to
And
the
then,
to the
and then it
temperature?
turns and then it turns to gas, doesn't it? When you remove the pressure, eventually the water turns to gas.
What happens
Yes.
to the temperature?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. What happens to the temperature?
Well, I guess we'll find out if Rad whenever makes good on his promise to cam
I'm
up
not
and show us his experiment.
We understand the
temperature of the
differential
water.
between what happens to with pressure and with pressure. So like temperature and pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we understand that if we were to remove the pressure, lower the pressure, the water starts to bubble. We bring this up all the time when we talk about another hypothesis to what makes water bubble. If it isn't heat, it's
Who's the
pressure.
dog?
So when we remove
My
the
dog?
pressure,
She
the
is. She's
water
my
turns to gas.
microwave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all three
That's
of these variables are
Who's
like
dog? Who's this
codependent
dog?
with
Who's
gas,
this
right?
dog?
Like
Who's this
temperature,
dog? Who's this
pressure, volume.
Who's this dog? Huh?
You change
Mhm.
one and it affects the others.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, temperature is one of these. And as
You
you
don't wanna
take
play?
the
You don't want to play?
as you take the air out, the temperature
Dai
lowers.
lapo dai. Dai lapo
Cool,
su.
awesome.
Yeah.
The water
Up,
doesn't turn to ice,
up,
though. It turns to
Bella,
gas,
up.
doesn't it?
Hey,
It does
Temperature of
freeze at
what?
some point.
no, sit.
The gas
Temperature of
freezes and
what
turns to
lower,
ice.
though?
No, the water freezes
Up,
The water freezes. I thought it
up, dai
bubbled.
lapo. Up.
before it
Bella, up.
all bubbles away. Yeah,
Tot is een bak.
Awesome.
it freezes and then bubbles away.
it bubbles
See, the thing
away
is,
and
if you
then
put
freezes.
ice into, what happens when you put ice into a vacuum? What happens then?
That I don't know.
It sublimates.
Sublimates.
Mm-hmm.
It goes straight from a solid into a gas. Doesn't turn into liquid.
So
cool.
do the water or the ice float away when the air
It
pressure is
will
removed?
all turn to gas. Yeah.
Right. But does it float away as the air pressure is removed?
The pressure. Where'd you get the pressure from?
The pressure that's being removed.
Okay. So what will
Red-
happen? It'll
yeah,
fill the
yeah.
container.
Right. But while that's happening, both the water and the ice stay at the bottom, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still stuff in there. There's water in there creating gas that's evacuating. So of course, it's not a vacuum chamber yet.
So as the gas bubbles away and you're still pulling a vacuum, does the gas stay in the container or does the gas get sucked out
No,
as
it
well?
comes out where the air comes out. Little hole on the back of the pump.
So the water boiling isn't creating more pressure as you're evacuating the pressure, right?
It's staying wherever you see the temperature gauge, that'll sit at a certain spot, and then the water will go away and you'll see it go down a little more.
Okay,
That's how
so
you know. That's how you know when your chamber is like kind of clean of water. It gets so low that it doesn't really go much lower. It's because of the way our shit's designed for home. But once you get to that point, you know everything's dry inside.
sure. So
But
as
you said
you're
it's ice.
right, so as you're pumping the air out, there's no extra pressure keeping the water down, is what I'm asking.
So if you have an exuberant amount of water in the container, it will get to a point as it's turning into a gas that the vacuum state will start to disappear and it'll stop boiling and there still could be water left over. I think that's what you're asking.
Well, I'm
Is that what you're
asking
asking?
if you continue to create the vacuum, which means you keep the machine on that's sucking the air
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, just like the ever expanding vacuum of space. That's correct.
So when can we expect this experiment?
I'm pretty sure it's already been done.
It has.
This
But
isn't. This
Radwin
is
said
not
he
a
had one.
novel idea.
Yeah, no, I linked a couple videos, in fact.
Well, you just asked me yesterday. Remember?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm
There's the
real
gas
excited to see
escaping.
it.
After,
This is escape.
as soon as Peter shows his globe proof, I'll show the vacuum chamber.
Sounds good.
I'm working on it now. Oh, come on, Peter. I've been waiting. It's almost
Maybe
time
grab-
for me to go to bed. Hurry up.
It needs to be pristine, okay?
Ugh, if I miss this,
Maybe gravity's selective.
No mistakes this time, like spherical triangles. That was a letdown.
I know you'll never forget it. I'll only do it when you're here, Yui, Jedi, and Scott.
It's funny because his very own article said that it was analogous to a triangle. You know what analogy is, right? Means that it's
No,
similar.
I don't know. I forgot.
He was supposed to prove that there's a such thing as a curved triangle.
I think I've seen one.
On the
I think
it's still on the screen.
there's
It's
celebratory
analogous.
balloons you can get from the florist.
It's
Shaped like a
analogous to a
sort of triangle.
Sorry, go ahead, Mo.
You know those balloons, those celebratory balloons that you get from the florist. That kind of like, you can get the triangular shaped ones, and you blow them up. They got the curved edges. It's sort of like spherical but triangle.
I posted an example of him measuring angles between two curves. He got 59.93 degrees. Okay, is that, you guys think that's even possible to do that?
Dude, it's showing in my stream, like it's live. I'm live streaming that whole triangle and all the angles. You can look at it. Don't be shy.
Do triangles have curved lines?
Answer.
That was a nonsensical question. Ask again.
Right.
The birds call into the wind.
That actually is correct. It is a nonsensical question. Because triangles do not have curved lines.
No, spherical triangles have curved lines.
That's not a triangle.
One with nature.
Do I have to say spherical triangle for your ears?
Well, you said
It's
no.
analogous.
You said
Go
no.
ahead, bro.
Well, you said no. Spherical triangles do. So the answer is no. Triangles do not have curved lines. So whatever it is you're calling a spherical triangle, you just agreed isn't a triangle.
With sword comes shadow.
Not a triangle, like you just said.
Spherical triangle. That's what
We're gonna call it a Peter.
Into the wind.
All right. Any questions?
Everybody stand back.
Nope. Go ahead. Start presenting everything.
Dude, I stopped working on my proof is not gonna be about spherical triangles. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna do that because you guys cannot go over the fact that there are spheres in existence. So don't worry about that. So
Where?
everybody ask
Where?
me a question.
Which sphere?
Artwork.
Which sphere in nature are you talking about?
Any sphere.
Where?
In nature, spheres exist, or do they?
Where?
In nature.
Well, give me an example of something so I can go grab one.
Basketball.
That's not
Oh
natural.
my god, he thinks basketballs are natural and not synthetic.
I'm gonna go and just finish my ultimate glow proof.
Well, tell me if you find any straight circles, okay? Let me know if you find any straight circles.
You hype this proof up. I hope it doesn't flop. I've got faith
Oh,
in
wait.
it, and I'm scared.
It's already
Peter.
flopping. It's all foreplay.
Yeah, Peter, Dr. Kindergarten posted a picture for you. I believe that triangle adds up to 540 degrees.
Clouds high. The birds call.
What? Whoa. That's not a triangle then, by definition. It may be analogous to a triangle, right?
All this nonsense.
Right, like donuts are analogous to hamburger buns, but they're not the same thing, right?
Barry, the master's at work. Let the master work.
Oh, he doesn't have to listen. He can deafen himself at any time. I'm not making him listen. I certainly don't have to be quiet because he's supposed to be concentrating on a pseudoscience.
So it's up to you guys to get him to get done. So if you want to see vacuum chamber tricks.
Need manufacture totem to, I guess.
Say what now?
Got any globe proof today? What you got for us?
No, not really.
It's funny how when we get real people in here who are actually educated, like physicists, cosmologists, astronomers, I talk to them and they agree with me. But when someone isn't properly educated, they tell me I'm an idiot. Why is it that astronomer guy was agreeing with me? Why is that?
Well, I mean, I think
It was an
Brendan is just a
astronomer?
very generous, nice guy. He wouldn't be rude. I think he's a nice guy, so he's not rude. But the
It's
I
not
mean,
about being nice. It's about the information being correct. And Brendan knows that.
yeah, I mean, I just think he's just nice. I mean, he was like before he would dog on globe.
Adorn my night.
You've got sympathy.
The wind knows me.
Why would you be so dishonorable to say that he's only being nice to me because he's sympathetic? Could it possibly be that he agreed with me because what I said was right?
I think you do say some right things sometimes. Sometimes you don't. But I think you're under the impression that you are just right.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Yeah, when it comes to the scientific method, yeah, when it comes to the scientific method, you have to manipulate the independent variables.
So since they triangle, let's see, 180-degree triangles. That's a triangle. But like Dr. Kindergarten posted a 540-degree triangle according to Peter.
That circle is quite funny.
You said it yourself. Circle.
It's just the mentality we're dealing with.
Yeah, it's a triangle now.
Thanks for the follow.
What's the difference? Just Euclidean geometry, and it's all the same thing.
Into the wind.
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Everybody stand back. Don't blink. This sword comes shadow.
I think, Larry, you have a very nice personality. You're very disarming. Right? It's hard to want to mod because you're so nice.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Why do they never miss? Hey!
As if it's Jedi.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Make yourselves at home. Hey! Everybody stand back.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Fine.
What do the angles add up on the outside of that triangle?
You mean my spherical triangle?
No, the one that Dr. Kindergarten posted. 540, right? Yeah.
That's funny, Dr. Kindergarten. I just saw that shit. That's actually hilarious.
It's a 540-degree triangle, spherical triangle.
Yeah, looks like a spherical triangle to me. Huh? It took Dr. Kindergarten like 2 seconds to draw that well. Fucking Peter the Not So Great's doing this shit for hours. Fucking amazing.
Doing it just for you, Vladdy boy.
You're not so great, bud.
We could all be greater.
No. You will never be great. You're ungreat.
Oh, don't break my heart.
Someone told Deken that his music's bad earlier, and he's a bit salty about it still.
No. The guy didn't say my music was bad. The guy said my music was good. It's just not his genre. And then you guys muted him, and then he fucking left. Can't fucking believe that, bro.
What's your star sign, Peter?
Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to focus here. I need to make this beautiful. You know, this is not about science. This is about communication, right? So I need to land the right freaking slides.
I see. You're making a PowerPoint.
In
Well, I
adventuring,
have to.
as in
Science
business,
is so,
you always
it's
have to
so
seize
obvious
the
that you're a
opportunity while it's
physical.
there.
It's about how to make it so that no one can go off on a tangent.
Like a science communicator, like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, like a little tiny, even less successful Neil deGrasse Tyson. And I'm freaking converting between like 6 different
Business.
units here. It's driving me nuts.
Yes.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Hello. Oh, you're calling from Rogers? No way! What are you gonna try and sell some shit to me? Or you're a scammer? You're a Punjab scammer. Oh, you're a Punjab scammer. I know you're because I know this phone number. You're a Punjab scammer. Yeah? Fucking Punjab scammer. God damn. Fucking scams. Every fucking day, these people. I can't fucking believe it. Ah.
One with nature.
Cut to the chase. Teamwork is dreamwork.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Share my knowledge. I see everything.
Yeah, so I heard someone give me a compliment. I appreciate your kind words. I don't talk about it a lot, but I am a follower of Christ, and I try to meditate on the fruits of the Spirit. If you don't know about it, look it up. And I just try to match people's energy. If people get hostile with me, I'll get a little bit hostile with them. If they get crazy, I'll get a little bit crazy. But as long as you're cool with me, I'll be cool with you. I wouldn't expect anything different.
I, on the other hand, I'm like a clown, right? I do a big circus performance. When I speak, I feel like a lot of you should be hearing.
At least you know
But
you're a
you're an
clown.
extrovert. You're an extrovert, right?
An extrovert. Well, what's the protagonist?
Antagonist. You're the antagonist.
No, I'm a protagonist. I am the main part of everyone's story. I am your main character.
And Larry is a logician. He told us last night.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I do like logic. I may not have perfect logic all the time. So if you guys ever hear me making an illogical argument, please call me out.
That's funny.
Hey, Larry, did you switch microphones?
Yeah, I did.
I just want to say as much as I can be an asshole. I know I am. I kind of like you guys.
Fuck you, Peter.
Yeah, I was about to say the same. Fuck you, Peter.
I felt like that was coming. I felt like that was coming.
I like all of. I like the vibe. Call me crazy.
No, you're just Polish, bro. That's a
We
fucking
call you
Polish
all kinds
attribute.
of shit that you wouldn't believe.
That's okay.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. I'm going in. Yeah.
into the wind.
Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge.
As one with wind and cloud. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Presentation ultimate glow proof.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's fine. Again, I'm kind of concerned if you give it that title and it doesn't land. I'll be very concerned because then it's the ultimate glow proof and it's been debunked.
It's win or go home.
Alright, okay, we're all in on this.
Hey, Peter, you've been doing it for many years, eh? It's the last stand, yeah.
Realistically speaking, right? These servers have been here for many, many years, and many a person has been asked, "Do you have any glow proof?" I am told none of them succeeded. So statistically speaking, what are the chances that this one will stick, huh?
0.
I'm all in on it. I'm all in on it.
Okay, you believe in it. All
This
right.
is the last stand, right? This is the global last stand.
Yes, yes. This is like Sparta, like the 600.
I haven't even heard it yet. I'll just throw in the towel. This must be it. Yeah, it's been proven.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how he holds air over water in this proof.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, so it's not proof.
Everyone hold hands.
The wind knows me.
Well, I mean, he's really talking it up, so I don't know. I'm sold. That's good enough for me.
All you needed was the confidence.
I'm going in. Hey,
It should be like 1-2 hours tops.
I see
I don't
everything.
know. Should I stay awake?
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
The ultimate glow proof. What the fuck?
Why does it take 2 hours to prove a ball?
Funny, it's a PowerPoint presentation, so it's
Not bad.
he's got to make sure the design looks pretty.
Speed of light. Hey.
Oh, I see.
We're not gonna be looking at a PowerPoint presentation, are we?
I have failed you.
Yeah. Maybe just a few daggers.
Can you say presentation for me, Mr. Redwin? Presentation.
Have any of you flat earthers ever gone outside and looked up at the sky?
No, man.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I see Earth when I look up in the sky. I can see it flying around. It's got a little tail behind it. This should just be broadcast on regular FM radio 24 hours a day because it's so fucking funny what Globers come up with. It's comedy in itself, just listening to them talk about shit.
What's comical is that when I look up in the sky, I see a different set of stars than if you go to another side of the planet and look down. Right?
Wrong.
Wrong? You've done it?
Oh yeah, I've been around the world, buddy.
And you see the same stars in the northern as the southern?
Yeah, depending on the where you're looking, yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
obviously haven't looked.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Well, you show me what you have then. You prove what you just said.
Look it up. Look up the star
Haha,
maps
look
of the
it up.
north and the
Okay, so you
south.
never done it. So you never done it. Look it up, right? So you've
I
never done
have.
it. No, oh yeah,
Yes,
no, you
I've
didn't.
looked
No, you
at.
didn't.
Yes, I
No, you
have.
didn't.
Okay, dude.
No,
You're
you
just
didn't.
being a
No, you
child
didn't.
now.
No, no. Just telling you, you're lying. I don't believe your lies. Yeah, okay, there, bud.
I'll stream it for you right now if you want.
What are you gonna stream?
I'll show you a picture of the northern sky, and then I'll show you a picture of the southern sky.
Amazing, amazing.
How do you explain that?
Perspective. It's big.
If the Earth is flat and you look up, why wouldn't it always be the same stars?
Just like the way you're in your gymnasium. If you're in one side of the gymnasium, you're looking up, you're seeing one fucking fan, and if you go to the other side of the gymnasium, you look up, you're gonna see a different fucking fan. That easy. The gymnasium ain't fucking spherical, is it? Fucking idiot.
Maybe a Russian.
I mean, how stupid are people, man? It's fucking insane with the stupidity they come up with.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
It's okay. Globers are all fucking idiots. It's okay. I'm gonna mute. I'm getting frustrated with this shit.
Yeah, that one's
people always tell me that I'm like nice or whatever, but Vlad is definitely like one of my good friends on here.
That's right.
And he's the exact opposite of me. He is not nice. He's just gonna tell you the fucking facts. Feelings be damned.
Feelings be damned. Feelings be damned.
I wouldn't say he's not nice.
I'm the most evil motherfucker there is.
You're just animated yourself. Where's that guy who asked about Twongo?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy. What's up?
What other cloak do you got?
Well, riddle me that. Why is it two different skies?
I just explained it to you. You didn't listen? Or you're not paying attention?
No, you didn't. You called me an idiot and said some bullshit. That's all you did.
Right, so you didn't pay attention to the information.
Skies.
This guy's dumb.
Two different skies. I thought it was all the same sky.
It's not. Imagine that.
There's
No
two
way.
different skies.
Oh, so there's
now?
two skies now?
Yes, if you go, the northern sky has a totally different set of stars than the southern sky. Yes.
Holy crap!
So is there like a divider in between? Is there like a curtain or a two different skies? That's crazy.
Do they spin two different directions? Longer? Do they spin two different directions? Ask the chatbot again.
Clouds high, the birds come. The wind knows me.
I guess that broke him.
This is where we need the clown show music.
Go ahead, explain it to me.
No, we asked you a question.
Yeah, how can I explain something that you
Explain
didn't
to me
answer
how
yet?
there's a totally different set of constellations in
We
the northern and
answered
southern
that.
sky. Tell me.
We answered, bro. Listen, we answered that. We
Go ahead,
need you to
Larry, because
answer-
these guys are incoherent. So why don't you give it a shot?
Yeah, I'll answer it again. That's what you want me to do.
Please.
You real? Okay, so let's say you have a drone 399 feet above your head. You go due east as far as the drone can go. It's going to appear to get lower and lower and lower. You have to understand that we don't adhere to the globe Earth model. So we have a totally different thing going on than you guys have. The way that we understand it is the stars appear in different locations due to perspective. So just like the drone getting closer and closer to the horizon and then it eventually
It's
disappeared.
not perspective. It's a totally different set of stars.
In your model,
It's not a model. It's reality.
it's not due. Okay, if you think a model is reality and you don't understand that that's fallacious logic, I don't think we can have a further
I
conversation.
don't think you understand how empirical evidence works. If that's your, dude, go outside, go look at the northern stars, and then go look at the southern stars, and tell me they're the same in its perspective, because it's not.
Okay, first of all, you have to stop reifying your model. And
There's no model. There's no model.
You have a globe Earth model. What do you mean there's no model?
How can you explain two different sets of stars if it's flat?
I just explained it to you.
No,
The
you said it's
further...
perspective. There's that you would see the same stars from a different angle. Dude,
No, bro.
you're not
Listen,
making any sense.
just listen. When I walk into Walmart in the automotive department, there's a set of lights above my head. The further I get away from those lights and I go all the way to the veg, right? As I'm shopping for my vegetables, the other end of Walmart I have different lights over my head. Does that mean that Walmart is a sphere?
Oh my god.
Yes or no?
He doesn't understand simple shit, this kid.
Is Walmart a sphere? Because there's different lights in different locations? You probably still think that the globe Earth model is reality too, right? And it's not
it is.
Walmart is a large store, like a magazine, with cheap goods.
Yeah, and it has different lights over your head when you're in automotive than it does when you're in produce. And that doesn't prove that...
decorative globes.
Yeah, they're decorative, not educational. It says that on the bottom when you flip it upside down. Not for educational purposes.
All right, so yeah, I'll just move on to a different one because someone asked me if I have any other proofs. I know you like gravity, so let's talk about gravity then.
We ruined it earlier with the air pressure holding the gravity holding water to the ground, and I removed the air and the water flew away, and you guys said, fuck.
Let's see, so why do things fall down then?
Wait.
Okay, why are they falling down and not up?
Why are clouds in the sky, buddy? Where's the gravity there?
Well, helium and hydrogen
I
falls
could explain
up.
that to you, but I'm not talking to you right now. Go ahead, Larry.
Helium and hydrogen falls up, does it not?
Why does it do that?
Lack of weight.
No, that actually has to do with density.
Actually has to do with buoyancy overcoming the weight. The buoyant force overcomes the weight.
So why do things fall down?
Weight. Asked and answered. Asked and answered.
Weight.
Weight. Like, how much does a hot air balloon weigh at the bottom of the ocean if it's full of hot air? It doesn't. How much does a beach ball that's completely inflated weigh at the bottom of the pool? It doesn't. How much does a rock weigh? It's specific gravity is what I'm talking about. Do you know what that is?
That's another fancy way of saying density.
Relative density.
Okay.
So I guess
that's
no
why
gravity
things fall
then.
down. Yeah, you don't need gravity because I can manipulate the volume in an object or a system, let's say, and make it go up or down. Can you manipulate the gravity and cause something to go up and down without manipulating the relative density?
Everything falls down. Why?
Helium does not fall down. Did you not know that?
If you had helium is less dense than air, so that's why it would go up.
So instead of just answering
not
my
everything
question,
falls down.
you just said a statement that's incorrect. Could you go back to my question and try to answer it?
What's your question?
Can you manipulate gravity?
No, I can't manipulate gravity. No.
Okay, so as far as we're concerned, I have the empirical scientific evidence that the reason that things go up or down is because relative density, also known as specific gravity. If you're trying to invoke some sort of Einsteinian gravity,
okay, hold on.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. That's
because of density, you said?
Hold on, bro. Shh. I'm not done talking. Let me get done, and then I will let you go like I do 99% of the time. Okay. Can you manipulate gravity? The answer is no. I can manipulate specific gravity and cause objects to rise and fall. So at this point, I have the empirical scientific method on my side. Natural science is on my side, whereas yours only qualifies as philosophy.
No, it's not true.
Okay, then give me an experiment where you can manipulate gravity, the cause,
just
and make
drop
things
something.
go down.
Why does it go down?
Because it has weight.
Everything.
That's
what?
the third time I've answered that question. Write
Why,
it down in case you forget
why
again.
does it have to go down?
Because it has weight.
If there's no such thing as gravity, then why would it go down to the earth?
Toss means weight.
Huh?
Gravitas means weight.
Why not? Why wouldn't it go up?
Because it has weight.
Everything has weight. That doesn't explain why things go down.
Okay, so when things go
Hey,
down,
way more. Fuck's sake.
when everything goes down, the buoyant force is not able to counter the weight enough to make it go up. When the buoyant force is strong enough to counter the weight, it rises through the medium until it reaches equilibrium. So if it doesn't have enough buoyant force, it sinks until it reaches equilibrium. This is nature. Every kid with a freaking rubber ducky in a bathtub knows this. You drop the soap, it goes down. You drop the rubber ducky, it goes down until it reaches equilibrium, which is usually the surface or near the surface of the water. Right? Hold on, buddy.
What happens if you take that rubber ducky and you force it to the bottom of the pool and then let go of it?
It's going to seek equilibrium, just like everything else in nature.
Is it going to go up?
Yeah, it's going to go up until it reaches equilibrium.
Damn right. So what's this gravity they keep talking about?
I don't know. I just understand specific gravity explains objects rising and falling in a medium.
Why does the rubber ducky stay on the water and not continue to rise up?
Because it reached equilibrium.
What's holding it onto the water?
The lack of buoyancy. In the
No,
second medium.
gravity is
Yes.
holding it down.
Prove it. Manipulate gravity.
You don't need to manipulate gravity. Everything falls down. It's obvious.
Helium
No,
doesn't
it's
fall down.
not.
Tell me how it's not.
Go ahead, bro.
Because you take the rubber ducky to the bottom of the pool and let go of it. What happens to the rubber ducky?
It goes up because it's less dense.
Thank you very much. You don't need any gravity. There's no gravity in this equation. There's no gravity anywhere.
Yes, I'm
Unless
telling
you can show it to me.
What are
Where
you
is it?
talking
Show
about,
it to me.
dude?
Show
You're
it
just
to me
saying
right
things
now.
that are less dense go
Repeating-
up.
no, you are saying you're saying gravity. You're
Dude,
saying
I forgot
gravity.
you're
What
the
is
same
it?
person. That's
Where is
impossible to
it?
talk to. I'm not talking
Where
to you.
is
Goodbye.
it? Where is it? You bunch of 2-year-olds. You guys are so immature. We ask you simple questions and you can't handle it. Just show the gravity.
No, you're just a very unpleasant person to talk to.
Show the gravity.
Things fall down. That's all you have to know.
No, you're showing me an effect. We're looking for the cause. Show
Why
us
do
the
things
gravity.
fall
You're
down?
saying,
Tell me.
why do things go up?
What goes up?
Everything that's in the dependent on the medium. Anything that's less dense than the medium it's in.
Density. Yes.
Yeah, so no gravity.
You didn't explain why things go down.
You didn't explain why things go up.
Density.
Okay, so things go down. Density. Thank you.
No.
No? So let's take the 2x4 for instance. You got a 2x4 block. You drop it, right? This is your guys' favorite example. I dropped it, it fell down. Is the block more dense than the air?
Yes.
Okay. Take that same block, take it to the bottom of a swimming pool. Is the water more dense than the block?
Probably.
Yeah, so what happens?
Again, you're just explaining density. You're not explaining why things go down.
Density. So you're not explaining why things go up. You say density.
Oh my god, I just did, dude. You're literally dense.
That's my point. You're making my point for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Relative density is the explanation for all of this. You haven't shown gravity one time. You say, in air it's gravity, but not in the pool. You're a dumbass.
See, what we're doing here is we're trying to educate people, and it's like this. People don't really know what's going on when it comes to the scientific method. So we're just trying to regroup and talk about stuff that's provable with the scientific method. So when it comes to why do things fall, they say that gravity is science. Well, what do you mean by gravity? Are you talking about Newtonian gravity, Einsteinian gravity, dark gravity,
We're talking
specific.
about things being attracted to the Earth, bro. That's all we're talking about. Why are things attracted to the Earth?
Well, I
Like the
guess you could say
2x4
there's.
block in the rubber ducky.
Go ahead. Why are things attracted to the
And
Earth? Tell me.
And the air is the air attracted to the Earth?
Absolutely.
So
They're
it
not
moves
attracted
freely
to
in
the
all
Earth.
directions, and yet it's attracted to the Earth. It moves freely and randomly in all directions, and yet it's attracted to the Earth. The
Yes.
helium balloon goes up because it's attracted to the Earth.
No. Yes. If you
No.
don't have enough helium,
Yes.
it would
Yes.
crash
No.
down to the Earth.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you
So
trying to
the
play word games with me, dude?
is
Okay. This is your last
no.
chance before I mute
You're
you.
being silly. No, this is your last chance before I mute you. You don't mute people in this server. Understand?
Mute
Yeah, the
whoever
second
I
you
want,
mute
asshole.
somebody, if
I
you
can literally
locally
mute
mute,
whoever I
hey,
want, buddy.
kid, if you locally mute anybody, you're just going on server mute, so don't do it.
Yeah, try to understand. This isn't your theory, bro. You're not the.
I'm
The
literally explaining common sense, and you can't explain why things fall down.
bro. I explained it perfectly. I
You
could
haven't.
demonstrate it with.
You've
Listen,
done a little
bro.
bit
Stop
better than this
interrupting.
other guy has, but
Stop
not
interrupting.
nearly good enough.
Can you not govern yourself? Are you not capable of governing yourself? Go make a cup of ice halfway full and then pour some water in it. And then wonder, where did your precious gravity go when the ice floats and levitates above the bottom of the cup?
What are you talking about? It's less dense than the water.
Exactly.
The ice is not magically leaving the cup. Gravity is keeping the ice in the cups. Do you understand?
No, I don't.
The water doesn't magically leave the cup, dude. Gravity is holding everything down. I can't be more straightforward than that. If you don't understand that, you're being facetious.
I know that's what they told you in school, right? But how do you prove it to be true? You're just baselessly asserting it, right? Like, imagine if I said the tides are caused by the sun's energy that it departs upon the surface of the
Dude,
ocean.
anytime someone uses logic, you say that's what you learned in school.
Bro, can you prove that the tides are caused by moon's gravity?
After you explain to me why things fall down.
I already have. I don't know if you weren't listening or whatever, because you asked me like 3 or 4 times.
You just gave me a silly ice
things to
example, and I
fall down.
debunked that, so try another one.
You debunked ice floating in a cup of tea? Did you? Did you? How do you debunk ice floating in tea?
Answer me this. I'm holding an apple right now. I let the apple go. Why does it fall to the ground?
Did you think the air was going to hold it up?
It's more dense than air.
Because it's more dense than air. Okay.
Yeah.
And what?
That's the
So
obvious
what?
answer.
Why does it go down though?
Because it has weight.
Because air is
Why does it have
pushing
weight?
water down. Remember, I told you before, air presses water down, not gravity pulling it down. If I remove the water from on top of the air, the water flies away. So air's pressing down on the apple too, I'm going to guess.
Air is pressing down on the apple? Is that what you said?
You know that? It's called gas pressure.
Okay, so so should I draw a picture for you guys? Would that help?
Well,
do you like pictures?
if you could do no, we like science. Could you do an experiment for us?
You
or tell us
clearly
how
don't
that we
like
can do one?
science because you come with a whole set. You
Bro,
even said
you
it
don't
yourself.
even-
You come to the situation with a whole pre-existing set of ideas. That's not science, buddy.
Bro, you're the one
Well, I'm going-
parroting
yeah.
gravity over and over again.
I'm parroting
Listen,
what obvious.
Listen,
I'm parroting. I'm saying things
listen.
fall to the ground, dude. That's not any. I'm not parroting science. I'm saying things fall to the ground. It's literally the most
Listen.
straightforward thing I could say.
Yes,
And you're the
things
one.
fall to the ground.
Why?
But why? Right?
Yeah, why?
So when we have this question, why, we use the scientific method to find out why. So what you do is you have a naturally observed phenomenon. Apples fall to the ground. Okay, so why does that happen? Well, if you put a pail of water under the apple, it falls and then it hits the water and then it floats. Why did it do that? Because the buoyant force has nothing
Okay.
to do with gravity. It was the densest object in the medium until it found a new medium. And then it was the most buoyant object
So
in
it
the
was
medium.
It was the densest object in the medium, but why did it fall
Yes.
down?
Density or weight.
Why do denser things fall down?
Because there's not enough buoyant force to hold them up. Look, listen, do me a favor. Go get a cup of water. A warm cup of water. Put an egg in it. The egg should sink. If you put enough salt
Right.
in that
So,
water,
do you see?
listen,
Okay, go ahead.
listen. If you put enough salt in that water, eventually the egg will float. What has changed?
Density.
In the medium. Right. The water is more dense than the egg now. So now the egg will float. That's called the scientific method. You have a cause and effect.
Why do things that are more dense fall?
I'm passing the mic. I've already answered this question like 8 times now. Write it down this time. Wait.
And the natural forces
Wongle,
of
do you understand
equilibrium.
that air is a
Oh, so what you're
medium?
saying is things that have weight attract each other. Oh, gotcha. That's the definition of gravity.
Wongle, you're spiraling, bro. Can you take just a deep breath for me? Do you realize that air is a medium like water is a medium?
I do like that 100 round better.
Sure.
Art.
Okay.
Telling you.
So that
That was
apple
really
that you were
good.
talking about that is more dense than the medium of air will not be supported by the air until it reaches a medium that will support it, like water. So once the apple hits the water, it will float. If you try to take that apple down to the bottom, right, the earth, the bottom of the pool, the lake, whatever it is, and hold it there, once you let go, it's going to go up.
And you
Because
see,
the
your first
medium determines what
assumption,
happens.
is things fall down. Everything falls down. You haven't explained why.
No,
can I just
I'm not
come in?
assuming that.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Can I just
sure,
come in and
please.
ask if anybody's seen the various different fruits and vegetables dropped into a pool and they find their own different levels because of equilibrium and the density surrounding it. They don't have the same density, so they find different levels within the water that are equal to its density, and that's where they fit.
Yes, things separate by density. That does not explain why they fall down.
Bro, how are you not understanding that things
How are you
don't
not
just
understanding?
fall down?
Look at this, dude. I
So
say
the
something
bubble at the
coherent, and
bottom
then
of
you
the
right away
pool-
want to derail it.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, if there's a bottom, this happens all the time. You ever been to a lake where there'll be random bubbles coming up through the water because, like, the ground releases air? Okay. Why do you think that is? Is everything falling down or is the air going up?
That's density, buddy.
So everything that you've told us so far is density, except when it falls through the air, all of a sudden it's gravity. So go ahead and just show me the gravity. Show it. And don't show me the effect, show me the gravity.
Yeah, I'll stay in the air and I'll grab it.
I'm going to show you a vacuum
Land
chamber
on
with
it.
water in it. See that?
Keep clear of that gas.
Yeah, I can see it.
Safe zone.
I just turned the vacuum chamber on because it's pretty damn cold out here right now. Not that bad, but I'm just setting it on there. I didn't close the valve yet.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.
Close it up. Start pulling the vacuum.
Is that on the bridge? Yeah, I think so. I got it.
Supply box secured.
I used cold water this time.
Go kill this most wanted.
Yeah, you're using
You about to
water,
get out
but
of here anyway.
would you get the same result if you used any other liquid?
We're not covered. The earth isn't covered in any other liquid.
Other liquids exist on Earth.
UAVs on station.
Yeah, if taken out of the pressurized state that they're in, they will also evaporate.
So
let me check my.
So when you're mixing epoxy resin and you want to remove all
Most
the
ones
bubbles
are
out of the
I want to
epoxy
go
resin, you put it into a vacuum chamber
Broker.
to draw all the gas out of that's been stirred in. I'm saying it's been stirred into the liquid and it's now suspended in the liquid. You put it into the vacuum chamber. It pulls the vacuum
and draws all that gas out, and you're just left with epoxy resin.
Good job.
In a vacuum.
I was definitely about to push up the bridge and kill him.
You've done this?
I can't right behind this dumbass.
Could you create, if you increase the negative pressure, if you carried on with a sufficient container, if you were able to increase the pressure, negative pressure within that vacuum,
Supply box is secured. One remaining.
I'm wondering if you would then slowly start to boil the epoxy resin off and turn it into a gaseous state.
Contract complete.
You guys notice the water forming on the lid?
Let's push up to the top right and go get a buy station.
Okay, that wasn't there before.
Oh boy, I
Here
thought
goes.
this was somebody else.
And it's flow turning into gas because it's filling the walls, all of the container at the same time. Faster than it can probably evacuate it right now.
I'm lagging
The pump
a
is
little
pretty
bit.
cold.
Yeah, I'm lagging a little too.
What is this illustrating?
Is he gone? I don't know, man.
It's
Just
not,
leaving
it's
us.
not gravity holding the water down. I'm removing the air, and so the water's leaving too. Unless you're saying that air is
Dump top
only
to buy.
being pulled down by gravity,
Alright,
not,
that's
it doesn't
rotation
pull on
what I was
water.
saying.
You understand the
I'm
idea? You understand the idea of vapor pressure?
Yeah, that's what he's telling you.
Not talking to you. Do you understand the idea of vapor pressure?
Why are you such a 2-year-old where you
All right,
can't
man,
have a
let's get in
grown-up
this circle.
conversation?
It's gonna be a while. I'm not gonna let this run. I think it's 60 minutes.
Kill streak, something. Yeah, we got a lot of money. Load out.
To quote your friend Radwin, that's what you call equilibrium.
Yeah. And so no gravity there. So Twanger has no gravity to show us. Shocker.
Linktree, are you saying that the water is weightless in that?
Hey, buy a loadout, y'all. What we doing? We ain't buying no kill streaks, no nothing.
You tell me it was
good.
forming
Oh,
on
he
the,
threw it back
ceiling
there.
of the container.
Okay.
what the
fuck?
Why'd you do it there?
It wasn't even bubbling yet. Then it started
this
bubbling.
gas
After
moving
it was
really
already
down
forming water and gas on
I didn't even
and then
realize
it
that.
rapidly went. And I
So
turned it off. I'm not going to burn it out.
It's floating around weightless in there. That's what you're saying.
All directions.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Gotta see them selfies.
That was very not
go back
smart.
and go up.
Very fucking not.
Silence means my job is
I
done
know we
here,
gotta go
boys.
back
Take
and go
care.
up.
Yep. You didn't bring any gravity. Thanks a lot.
I gotta wait till we afterwards, man. Yeah, to get on top is back this way. up
Last
this
time I
stairs.
did that, they bolted too.
And a little ladder.
Yeah, there ain't no way you're getting that.
Yeah, I just got it. I told you I'd come back on the stairs on the backside. Oh, I got wrong loadout. Over there rushing it.
Enemy squad's hunting you. Stay
Sure
sharp.
did. Oh damn, y'all ain't get it. I already got a plate box somebody dropped.
You don't need
Gas is closing in.
I got mine from that one that he threw in the gas. Alright, I got no plates. I'm dropping this plate box.
Go ahead.
Get to the safe zone.
You can pick anybody as your helper. That's not proof you've got some kind of setup going.
Could I ask the flat earthers? Could I ask the flat earthers guys in here? Are you more into the flat earth because
There's a guy on
of
top
any
trying to hold us.
religious type of expression? I mean,
What would religion have to do with it?
Yes, I'm in here because I renounced the globe Earth belief.
Yeah, well, I mean, globe Earth, science, you know, it's all kind of a lot of
science.
Yo, I'm
We
young.
usually don't talk about religion. You know, it's weird.
Downhill, downhill.
The dragon. He's selfing.
Yeah, it's just a,
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, it's just a.
It has
a point
everything to
of
do with the
curiosity,
fact that the
really. I mean,
Earth
I'm a
measures to be flat.
I know you guys would love it if that was our reasoning, but it's not.
They're gonna try to hold. I think you should look to the right.
So I suffer from some form of dissonance here because
I
feel I'm in the middle and I don't go for flat earth or globe earth.
We're taking way too long.
Everything everybody says about stuff kind of makes sense to me because I am
gotta go to the right.
that middle ground of
Down
I've
one,
been indoctrinated by science and moon landings and space and all the pictures that we see, the things the scientists tell us, the astrophysicists and the physicists tell us about what's beyond our terrestrial experience. I've never experienced it myself. So I can't objectively say, I can't objectively say I'm 100% flat earth or 100% globe, you know.
They're on top.
Yeah, I was there for a year and a half, just looking at all the information,
Not for
taking my
long.
time and trying to do it right. And what I found out is that every time the Globers come up with the there's some sort of
Fuck, man. Two on me.
circular reasoning, ad hoc, unfalsifiable theory, confirmation bias, unfair bias, or some sort of logical fallacy. And the reason, and it's never an empirical test that you can do that exclusively proves that we live on a globe.
There's two down over here.
So from your lofty position
Yeah,
on
two.
the fence,
One sniper.
take your time.
It's a lofty position.
Yeah, on the fence, it's a lofty position. You can look at the evidence on both sides and just disassociate your emotions
They on
with
top
the
there?
evidence and just look at the evidence.
I killed one with the bomb drone.
Oh no, totally.
Alright, where the other one's at? They're located.
You
right,
can't be getting them.
where I died.
You can't be going around
Two
getting
on the ground.
emotional about
Yeah.
facts and fiction. It's either a fact or a fiction. Your feelings don't enter into the equation.
That is one of the things that I agree with him about.
They rotated hard left, probably. Yeah, look left. I'm looking. I don't see them coming to the left.
So, Kat, like,
Just
honest questions, right?
On our right, low side.
Have you ever seen,
Come at you.
just thinking about your real everyday life, and you've probably been around enough to see an ocean, to be on a plane, all that stuff. You ever seen any Earth curve, ever?
Never.
Right. You ever
Yeah,
felt the Earth move?
don't know what.
My local experiences of a flat stationary surface, you know, the stars rotating ahead above me. There is one central star, which I'm told is a North Star, which seems to be, you know, at the height of all the other ones.
You shooting at y'all? From distance. From distance. Yeah, from far. Don't worry about it.
You know,
come on, bro.
I've observed all the same things.
Yeah,
you know,
bro,
pretty much every human being on the Earth observes.
That's ridiculous.
Sure.
That is able to
Now,
observe.
that's
the same as me.
From an honest standpoint, that's not conclusive, right? Like,
Hey,
a
I'm
Glober
Marcus, I
will
can see
come
the
in
area.
and say, well, just because it appears that way, feels that way, seems that way,
Fuck, couldn't get in.
doesn't mean anything. It could
I get
be
the time, bro.
that, you know, we are stationary, or we are spinning and the stars are stationary.
Buy a gas mask.
Fine. Right? Like, I'll entertain it with you. I did it for most of my life. I think everybody that comes in here from the globe persuasion totally thinks that we were born as flat earthers. Like, I didn't spend 35, 36 years of my life
whole team right here.
believing the globe, learning the globe, being a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, he's
Like,
already over there. Whole
none
team's
of
on,
this-
whole team's on him.
Believe me, this is not an easy position to be in when most of your life is spent in one paradigm. The problem is, as soon as I ask someone to show me how they figured out that the Earth was spinning, there's no answer. There's nothing. Not at all. And I say, okay, no, that's fine. Maybe not. How about the Earth curve itself? Where's that at? It's nowhere. Right? We tried to kind of create this little illusionist trick where like, boats disappear over the horizon. And then you figure out, holy crap, they don't disappear over any horizon. they go off into the distance and seem to
Good teamwork. Good teamwork.
disappear over some kind of horizon.
Yeah,
But
hit
the
from the other
horizon is
side,
not a
okay.
geometric, solid hill of Earth curve in the way blocking anything.
Oh,
It's
no,
just
no.
not there. In fact, now they're telling us,
Somebody's
no, of
shooting
course
me.
not.
Somebody's
The
shooting me.
horizon's not Earth curve.
Yeah, we good,
They
we
went
good,
from
we good.
Bill
They
Nye
gotta shoot.
telling me that the boats are going over the horizon. The Earth curve
rotate hard
is a
left, yeah.
solid thing. And now it's like, no, we would never say that. We would never say boats go over this solid Earth curve or the water. Are you crazy? It's ridiculous, man. It's all bullshit. Like, just
You're not gonna make it there.
plain and simple. It's bullshit.
And in 30 seconds, not enough time.
Yeah, they say that they make arguments, but you'll pay attention, right? If you know your logical fallacies, right, and you know the biases, you pay attention. What they're doing is baseless assertion, false
I know
causes.
somebody's over there by that buy station about to try to come this way. We can hold them.
Yeah,
I know somebody's
they
coming.
Yeah, you broke
I
up
doubt it.
there.
I think they already probably moved out because they got the UAV. No
dropped
one
it.
has
Oh,
anybody's
no,
there.
yeah.
Not.
Yeah, so what they do
All
is
right.
it's a
I might drop
causation,
this munition.
correlation, conflation. So the moon's around and the
I have
tides
a
are
plate
around
box.
sometimes. Therefore,
Save it.
that's
I
the
got
cause.
five.
What if the
Pretty good on
sunlight
that.
is causing it? That's like a competing theory, but it's not a scientific theory. We can't falsify one or the
Hey, can
other.
y'all mark the
So my
screen so I can
theory is
see
that
you?
the sun's causing it, and your theory that the moon's gravity caused whatever that is. We can see sunlight and the effects, but
You want to fly?
they're both equally
You guys should.
non-scientific
You won't
theories.
meet anybody
They're
if
just
you fly.
postulations,
Just
but
go
yet you were
fast.
taught it in science class, so you think that it's science.
Bro, this game is so stupid, yo.
Yeah.
I could not jump over worth shit.
Well, one way or another, I know that there are some people out there
All right,
spreading
we're gonna fly that by.
falseness, and there are some
Yeah,
people
they got
out
pizza
there
box
who
in
are
here.
trying to spread the truth.
Oh.
You know, I hope to be enlightened enough to come to the truthful conclusion
Ping the
at
box
some
station,
stage. No, I don't want to believe it.
It won't let me.
Hold down the buy. It's a good spot to stay in. Yeah, nobody's already here.
Well, not too long ago,
Shit,
I could make a real clear distinction that all the people that
Team
were
behind
telling me
us.
that the Earth was a globe were the ones that were taking
You want
my
second
money.
floor? They sound like they on top.
Sadly,
Oh, no, that's them.
that's not the case anymore. Now there are people that are of the flat Earth persuasion that are also trying to take money. Now they're not taking it from me,
Yeah.
not at gunpoint, not like the authoritarians out there, right? The governments. They're telling me that the Earth is a ball and they're holding a gun to my head and telling me to paint it. But I can at least say that the flat earthers are not doing that still to this day.
So make sure y'all watching y'all
I don't know if
back,
that
man.
makes
They
a
got wide
difference,
open spot.
but to
Oh,
me
of
it
course.
does.
It does to me because if the flat
I got
earthers
plates
ever
for
got
you.
into power, eventually, because
Oh, you
most
got a
people live
plate
next to
box.
the ocean, and that's
I
how
have
you
a
go
plate
to
box.
figure
Hey,
it
y'all
out.
spend the money, man. Here, I'm gonna
Well,
give y'all my
I
money so I can
guess
buy y'all groceries.
I would denounce them for using force against people who didn't use force against them.
Y'all want to buy y'all guns or no? Here, take some money here, right here.
Gas is closing in. Relocate
Fuck.
to the safe zone.
We gotta go more north.
Yeah, so there's a team here.
Well, there's one thing that I believe.
You need to get to like
when
here
I
or something like
shuffle
that.
off
I'm
this
about to go ahead
mortal
and make
coil,
moves.
all my questions will be answered.
Rotating left a little bit behind these trains and getting out.
One way or
Loadout
another.
drops on the way.
Maybe.
I need a sniper. No, I think I'm gonna stay with this because of what we got.
And it's crazy to think about it, but everything that we thought was science turns out
Second story in the building
most of it
behind,
ain't
like the buy.
science. Because not everything
Yeah, that's a one way
flies
in, one way out. I'm gonna stay with that
run
one.
through the what we call now.
Yeah, that's a one way in, one
So
way
it's like
out
a school
house.
thermometer. It's great for seeing if a child has a fever.
All right, your squad's in
But
the
you
safe
Yeah,
can't
we
zone.
make
might be able to get
cornbread
second
muffins
floor.
with
Come on, we get second
right?
floor. Let's see if we can get it.
So not everything fits into the practicality of the method.
Yeah, there's a door
So
out here. We can get out.
when something doesn't fit into
Alright.
it, it's philosophy.
Where'd you
But
guys
we're
go,
just
man?
trying to differentiate where's the line,
Over here.
the demarcation line between
Okay, rotate
Enemy
in.
soldier incoming.
I'm up
How you
top.
got up, L?
And
I'm up
I feel
top.
like the people that get it, they come in here and they talk to us, they agree with us. Like, yeah, that's like the meteorologist guy
Somebody
we
else
got
here?
earlier.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, another team, another team, another
Brendan.
team.
He did it. He was honest. And when we talked to sorry.
Got a team over
Undergrads,
here behind us
business
too.
students,
Yeah,
yeah,
back
those
here.
guys, and Even
All
graduate.
right, I'm gonna go this way
I've talked
because
to
we
some
can
of
see this. If you
those,
lay down, we can
and
see them
some
come
of
up the
those
stairs and blast
agreements.
them.
And what we
Yeah,
find
and I got
out is
custom
that
on.
these anti-flat earthers are actually straw manning the globe model to make it work. And I ask them, why do they say this if you're sitting here agreeing with me when
Somebody
I'm
just
talking
got
about
shot
dark matter?
on the bottom.
Or somebody will go
Yeah.
and talk to their boyfriend who's a physicist and come back and be
Do I have
like, yeah,
anything
he
else?
said what
Nah.
you said. Like, I heard it 2 nights in a row. Exact same thing. And it's like, but the anti-flat earthers, they don't agree with me. They tell me I'm stupid, I don't understand. It's kind of weird. Why
All
is the
right,
ones that claim
we
to
made
be
it go right.
educated properly
Go up this part
are
right
Yeah,
here
this
and
gonna
agreeing
get
be
with
to
the
me?
there.
best spot
On
right up
some
here on
things, not
top.
everything. Obviously, that would
Yeah.
be stupid, right? But they agree with me
Jailbreak.
on some fundamental basics, like if dark matter doesn't
Yo, can you
exist,
guys
then
watch this
Einstein's
loadout
gravity
so I can
doesn't
go
work at the
grab it?
galactic level.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
Even Red's
smokes over
rhetoric
there
We'll
for
throw
agrees
a
you.
with me
smoke
on
over
that.
there.
Even I'm a
Oh,
rocket man
they're
who
Hey, there's
landing on it.
people
allegedly
on
works for
that.
NASA agrees
Somebody
with
just
me on
landed.
that. But you get
Fuck.
And it's a team shooting
typical
from the
rank
right
and
side.
file
I still smoke and
anti-flat
shit, but
earther,
still straight.
and they're just like,
No,
you don't
fuck it.
understand. It's like, well,
The
actually,
gas is gonna kill
the
it. Don't
people
worry
that I've
about it.
talked to, the
No, y'all be
physicists, they
okay.
say that they
No,
don't
there's 2 teams
understand
there. I
gravity.
know that guy is
They
gonna
agree with
die.
free theory. So
We're
why
good.
are
Okay.
anti-flat earthers telling me that I
They
don't
land right on
understand
you.
when the actual legitimate educated people tell me that they don't understand?
Enemies dropping into the AO.
There's a
Yeah.
fucking door here.
Can I
There's no
make a
door
comment
here?
on that,
Shit.
Larry? That's all right.
Please do.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
a team
I
inside though. Don't
think
go inside.
what
I
a
got
lot of
some
them
place
would
for you
probably
and whatnot.
find, and it me included,
Full
right, in
team
some
inside.
respects. So yeah, I do agree.
One landing.
Someone
Landing.
landing.
So,
Landing.
there's a lot we don't understand, and
Oh, bro, right here. Inside. First floor.
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Fuck, there's 2 teams
two
there.
aspects to this. Is one is that it doesn't really
Yeah, we just said that, yeah.
mean that none of it
Can I
is
open
valid
the
Yeah, there's a
door
team
and
behind us
fucking
too.
because we don't
behind
understand
us?
everything fully. The other thing that I think they probably have trouble with is that and I'm be interested in your opinion
About
on
to
this,
try to
that
come
on the
up.
flip side, the
We
flat
need to go
Earth
ahead and get
people are happy
position. Let's
to
go.
Precision.
accept, for example, the statement was made earlier today that the surface is planar and that you don't need any evidence.
Down 2 over there.
So it's kind of a that, I think that's why.
One more.
There's another one. Another team pushing you guys.
Alright, smoke it. Smoke it.
Express
Oh my god. No. You gotta smoke.
Value
It's a flare in front of you too.
versus
Flare right in front of you. They're waiting on you.
10 remain. You're almost
Good
done.
fight.
straight out
Flare to
axiomatic
your right.
belief
Behind.
that something like a level surface is an arbitrary level surface is a plane, and I think that's one of the reasons they get a little bit distressed. Exactly.
So every time a flat earthers ask you for scientific evidence, and you don't say, "Wait a minute, that's a category error," there can't be scientific evidence of a geometric claim. Like we know already that it's like a litmus test. We know already that you're not adept to have this conversation. So
but
there's no science to back up the globe. It's impossible to have science to back up your globe. So if it's not scientific, then it must be geometric. And when we try to make the geometric measurements, the horizon's all over the place based on the atmospheric conditions of the day or the hour. It changes. Yeah, it does. Because you can look at the Skunk Bay time lapse. 1 minute you can see that everything's clear and you can see all the way across to the other side of Skunk Bay. And then the sun comes up and then everything gets all wobbly and things start disappearing from the bottom up. And then the sun starts to go back down and everything kind of calms down a little bit. But people are telling us that refraction causes us to see further when obviously it causes things to disappear from the bottom up if what you guys are saying is true, that light bends down. If it bent down on a flat earth, what would happen? Never reach your eye. And if the angle between your eye and the ground's the limit, and the angle between your eye and the sky is the limit, well, you'd be able to see all the top of the buildings of Chicago from Michigan, from 40, 50 miles away.
Timothy, I appreciate the comment.
Which kind of is what
I
got
don't
this
know
whole
what
thing
video you're
started.
talking about, but
When it
thank
came
you.
over the news and that guy said, it's a mirage. Everybody who knew what a mirage was like, no, it isn't. and they had to get a specialist a year later, and he
Enemies are
came
dropping into
and
the
said the
area. Watch
atmosphere
the
is
skies.
acting like a
Gear up
lens,
fast. We're about to get evil.
and it's causing us to see around the curvature of the Earth. Well, how do you prove that? How do you falsify that? It's just a baseless assertion.
Yeah, but it is. So, sorry, we finished. I didn't answer your question. Yeah, but isn't it also a baseless assertion to say that because refraction causes the relative appearance of your bay to go up and down, mean that the Earth is actually flat? Isn't that what you're asserting by that statement?
No. No one's making that claim.
It's more like atmospheric turbulence. Because when you guys hear refraction, you guys are hearing that the light is bending at 8 inches per mile squared, the same curvature rate as the Earth.
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
That's a baseless assertion.
Wait a minute. So you guys are... Wow. Okay, so I'm understanding that when you guys say refraction, it's because we've shown you something that we can see that's too far, that is something you shouldn't be able to see because of the formula of 8 inches per mile squared that we got from NASA. And we say we can see too far, and you guys say it's because of refraction.
Yeah, refraction can sometimes make you see things. Typically, refraction
Battle Royale.
certainly makes the Earth look slightly flatter. Look flatter, so you can see a bit further than you would be able to otherwise. Yeah.
There you go. Light bends around the ball. Yeah, light bends around the ball. Where are we going?
Yeah, but it bends around the ball. That's cool. Anyway, going back to I don't want to discuss further proofs of the sphere. I'm interested in the assertions around why the Earth is flat.
There is no assertion. You don't understand that part. No one's making the assertion. The Earth is measured, used flat, navigated flat, built on flat. Everybody uses it, builds it, navigates it, measures it flat. Not us.
Have you ever, so I've done a bit of navigation, right? Land navigation. And where I live, we can buy these 1 in 250,000 topographic maps. They cover, 30 by 40 kilometers or something like that. And I had we had the whole state coverage. And you go and join them all. And you cannot lay them out flat on the floor and join them all together. Because each one is a small slice of a projection of a sphere. And they work well at the small slice, but you cannot join all of the slices together like the jigsaw puzzle. They do not line up. Sorry, Larry, what was that?
Is the map the terrain?
Is the map the terrain? The map is a representation of the terrain.
So it's analogous, but it's not the terrain.
It's not the terrain. It's made of measurements.
Disregard that.
Right, so just because you can't put a map together,
it doesn't. It shows that it might not be flat, right? But
no, the Earth would show that, not a map. The Earth could show that. It was a globe.
Hello.
Hello. So we're going off to trying to prove the globe again, right? But what I'm saying is, you're claiming, and it was claimed here, you don't need to demonstrate flatness because it's an axiom. It is flat. Planar surfaces, level surfaces are planar, and I'm wondering what the rigorous logical basis of that is.
Be advised, there's an enemy squad.
Logic isn't rigorous, my friend. What the heck are you talking about? Do you see any curvature? I'm asking you.
Sometimes I do, actually.
Really? Go ahead and post it.
Sees it on TV. We're on his map.
No.
You see it outside.
I might have discussed this before. Right? A lot of times, I live in Southeast Australia.
No, I don't want to discuss anything.
I'll get you a photo. I'm going there this weekend.
Otherwise, it's anecdotal. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah, okay. But you also photograph the resolution is typically not high enough to
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. Post it.
They'll need to survive.
It's the same way like you guys look
You're
at
already making
something
preemptive excuses for your bullshit. I don't want preemptive excuses for your bullshit. I just want you to post it.
Your squad mate failed their
Fair
mission. They're headed back to base.
So you have to understand that we've been doing this for a long time, most of us. And
Bullshit, you
people
drop
say
it,
it,
keep it.
and then they never come through, right? Because they'll say that they've seen it, and then it's just there's always something to it. Like, can you imagine if every time you guys asked us a question, we said gravity and refraction? Like, that's some kind of answer to every single question.
Yeah,
like you guys would be laughing at us if we had to invent 96% of our model,
Drop headed your
the
way.
energy and the matter in our model to make it work. You guys would laugh your ass off at us. But when you guys do it,
But like you said,
label it as fine.
it's a geometric problem initially, right? Why the geometry the way it is another thing, right? That's where the science comes in, maybe. But initially, it's a geometric problem. And I asked you about the geometry before, and you told me refraction. But that didn't explain the geometry. And the same you mentioned earlier, you talked about why is it sunny in China and Texas. It's also sunny for me in Australia, and I'm not much further from China than I am from Texas, but it's bright and sunny here. You said refraction there as well. And which
No. Did he say refraction because it's sunny in one place and not another? I don't.
Go do what you want to do. I don't want to be.
I think you're making that shit up.
I was trolling a little bit because listen.
Oh, you were trolling.
Yeah, I was trolling a little bit.
Well, that's
I
good.
don't
Fair
usually
enough.
do that, but I'll admit it when I was doing it. Because
Okay, that's fine. We can let that one go then.
Yeah, listen. It's really because the sun isn't 93 million miles away and like 109 times the diameter of Earth, right? We don't know how big it is or how far away it is. But if it's close, and
Yo, if you need armor and ammo, go to the back on the drop boxes.
Smaller, then there will be light attenuation, right? Which means that you can't see your porch light from 30 miles away. It's just not bright enough to light up the paper for you to read it.
If you had
right?
a really
But if you're
bright
right under,
flashlight, you would.
well, yeah, that is part of the equation, right? You could increase the intensity of the source, but the porch light's great if you're trying to read a book on the porch. But from a mile away, it's not going to light up your paper. Right? So that's the inverse square law. Right, there's light attenuation, the inverse square law, and many other factors like divergence of light through a medium, like the atmosphere. It's going to spread out, and it's already spreading out because of the inverse square law. And the light's not going to travel forever.
Yo, yellow, here you go, bro.
Light billions of miles away.
I'm dropping it in too.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
No evidence of that. It's just an assertion that the universe is expanding, and the light that we see here on Earth is
So where were they
millions
at?
and billions
they're
of
fucking
light
somewhere
years
there.
away,
You can
and
zip
millions of billions of light years old at the same time.
No, I'm not talking about that.
There's no way to compare it.
Just shooting at someone.
But
No,
if
it's very
everything's
difficult, you're right.
closer, and the Earth
I was
is
shooting
not
towards them.
a
They
ball
marked
floating
it. That's
in
what I
a
was shooting at.
boundless universe, then if it's a system,
Yeah, take the zip.
like
Take
it's
the
all
zip.
connected, then it might be different than that. And if it is different, the spotlight effect of the sun caused China and Australia to be
Right below.
and meanwhile the Americas are dark. Because light doesn't travel forever at the same intensity. That's the real answer. And we've given that answer plenty of times, and you know, sometimes I do get a little triggered and I do get excited and I kind of troll a little bit. And earlier when I said refraction isn't one of the effects, because as light travels through density towers, like the layers of the atmosphere, it does refract down a little bit. But that wouldn't be the only
An enemy squad is tracking your location.
Yeah, and we can probably say the same about the photographs of the lake and refraction. Refraction is not the only cause for what we see. There are other things happening, probably. And so that's the thing that's interesting to me is yeah, whether or not we can boil this down to a simple geometric problem. And things like refraction, right? The study of that falls into the natural sciences. You know, we can do things like refraction.
Right here, cracked in the head. Fuck,
Establish
cracked.
these
My
things.
mark.
So we don't have to get into the realm of
He's by the
cosmology
by.
and quantum physics and relativity to work with refraction.
He's behind that,
One
behind
go
the
the
Yeah,
other
but do you
house.
see
way,
how when I
moving.
answered is only refraction, that
There
answer
he is.
was
Yeah.
right. It's not satisfactory to us either. That's why I was trolling back a little bit, because we always answered gravity and refraction.
We're losing ground.
Then it
You
was
talking about how the Holocaust never happened?
no, we can't. That's not a subject we're gonna have. I'm sure you can go talk about that sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are
No,
other
I'll
forums
listen
in
to you.
politics, I'm sure.
Nice try though.
Yeah.
Secret
So
agent man.
So
Bill
when you were
literally
saying it
didn't
wasn't
know the
sufficient for
600
me,
number thing.
listening. Yeah. So Larry, when you were saying that the refraction